Da-dun. 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 Da-da-da-da. Whoa, that was fast. Uh. Do-do-do-do. Did my thing update? Did it embed? It didn't. That's a shame. I guess because it's an image, it didn't embed. I put a tweet earlier, and I posted the link in... Ooh, Lara's playing... Val. Cool. I posted the link in Discord, and it didn't, like, It didn't embed, which made me very sad. Cool. There we go. Cool, cool. What's the... Oh, tactic. Nice. I'm working on him with some... on some stuff. And so we've been uploading stuff to... Google Drive. Because, it's easy. It's easy. I'm not gonna make a Mega 64... Mega 64? Mega NZ? Mega 64 is the YouTuber, right? Isn't that him? I'm not gonna make like a Dropbox or something. I've just been using Google Drive because like we both have Gmails. Making a Gmail so easy. Getting a Google account so easy. I don't use it for anything either. Like I don't use it for anything else, so it doesn't matter that I'm uploading files. It doesn't matter that I'm using up my 15 free gigabytes of cloud storage. I might as well just like move on over. Yeah. I'm just gonna move over here. I'm watching the thing he sent me. So that's why I'm not saying anything. I get really confused. It's because I accidentally hit a hotkey and it reset my progress. Also, Tacti, if you're here, I don't think you are. I'm just gonna keep talking out into the thing. Um, if you are here though, um, okay, he responded. Never mind. Cool. Okay, let me close this and this. I'm gonna keep. I think this. I'm gonna close the stream too. Cool. Yeah, here we go. Oh, that flashed on my screen. It should be capturing Genshin audio. Let me just... Genshin audio? Yeah, there it is. Okay, I'm just making sure. I also didn't run the ad break, so rip me. Rip me. Forgot to do that. I was like totally trying to multitask and it did not happen. Totally trying to multitask and it just did not happen. There we go. Let me hit the ad break real quick. It's gonna be really weird. 6.5 minutes in and now I'm running the ad break. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay. I've wrapped my arm around my... Well, I could just move my mic cable. There we go. I have no longer wrapped my arm around my mic. Seemed like that might be a smart idea. Cool. So... First, I'm going to use some resin. And I was thinking about any characters I wanted to level up, and I kind of want to level up Lynette. So I need 12, I need 7 more of these things. So at a minimum, I'm going to have to fight him. Well, at a minimum, I'll have to fight him 3 times. If I get 2 for 2 and 3 for 1, that'll bring me up to 7. At a maximum, I'll have to fight him 4 times, both of which are annoying. You know what? Just because I've been having fun... Actually, this needs to be like this, actually. Just because I've been having fun with this.
Let's do this.
Even though probably bringing Kaza... not Kaza, bringing Bennett would have been smarter. I'm going to switch him over to Zyphos as well. I'm still using the filters, because I thought it'd be fun. Oh, right. You don't need this anymore. Zara has, like, no personal damage. They also don't have any energy, so I probably shouldn't have used this, but you know what? Whatever. I'll just copium that 250 and 200 DR is enough to get the thing up. You know what makes me really sad? I filmed one of the achievements. So I had the TikTok about the shield generator, the experimental field generator. And I actually filmed the achievements for the Xenomare and Capellia. But I was really sad about the Capellia one, because when you go to fight them, I fought them at night to make it look cool, but when you go to fight them, they make it daytime, so like it's nighttime right here, but then when you fight, they like switch it to daytime. Like after they come out of their thing. And it makes me really sad.
There is no escape. Inazuma shines eternal.
Okay, cool. Oh. Nice. We actually got all of our energy back from everybody. That's pretty cool. Actually, how much ER are we getting from Kazuha? I wonder if his thing snapshotted in there. He's 181. I wonder if Nahida's buff affected that, if that ticked over. 260. I think I've worked it out, and we basically get 11 ER from Kazuha with his stats. His stuff looks kind of low, actually. I can never, like, figure out the sorting here. Oh, right. So I gave him this because it had more ER. I put him on some things that had more ER as opposed to having EM. That's what happened. This makes me sad. Yeah, I put him on stuff that gave him ER instead.
The world remains constant over the centuries.
Switch this back. The reason why I don't normally have him on Zyphos and why I usually have it on Kuki is that one, I think Tokubo looks really nice on Kazuha. Now, ooh, I claimed a drop. Nice. Now, I'm of the opinion... I was always of the opinion that Zyphos looks fine on Kazuha. People say they don't like how it looks. I think it looks perfectly fine. I actually think Kagutsurube Ishin is just a little too bright for him. And I think Tokubo is actually a much better weapon in terms of like, palette-wise, just in terms of the colors, with how they did the fades and everything like that. But I thought Zyphos looked fine. People are like, it looks out of place. I think it looks very cool, though. I think it looks very nice because the kind of like sea green kind of color really contrasts well with like the rest of his stuff and with his background being a similar color, the Animo background. I think this actually looked really nice on him with his vision and everything like that. It provided a nice contrast. It was very complimentary. This looks fine too, but he looks very monotone, and it's kind of, in my opinion, it makes it kind of hard. He kind of looks like a blob now, whereas Zyphos makes like a defining thing that stands out. But the reason why I normally have him on Tokubo is... Where is she? Actually, she should be up here because she's level 90. I just find that having the ER on Kuki is just more useful. One, she has less ER. Two, she's normally put into Hyper Bloom teams, and I feel like the extra ER is needed in Hyper Bloom teams, while it's not necessarily needed in teams that Kazuha's in. And that's mainly just because I don't use him as much. I pretty much only use him in a Hyper Carry Raiden team, in which case the ER isn't as important because Raiden can refund a bunch. And the other one is some sort of Xiangling comp, and then either with Child or just classic Kazuha National. Although nowadays I prefer to use Tartaglia as my Hydra of choice if I'm using a Kazuha National variant. I'd rather use International Child because I don't know, it just feels cleaner, and normally when I use International Child, I'm using it to farm Emblem, and I found that Tartaglia does a much better job for me farming Emblem than Xingqiu because he gets less animations, he's quicker, and I don't really have energy problems with him like I can sometimes with Xingqiu. So that's pretty cool. Riptide also does great with all those little mobs, the slimes and everything like that. Although I have to admit, I think Tokubo on Kuki looks very clean. I think Tokubo on Kuki looks very nice. So if I put them in the same party real quick. I keep forgetting she's up here. She used to be down here in the 80s. So I always forget that I've leveled her up to 90. I think like, this kind of looks funny, like funky, the way she like smacks. And in that case, I really do think that Aminoma is the best looking one for her. But what I like is the way that she sheathes her weapon. I think it looks really funny with the umbrella. I know. I know. I just like how it looks with the umbrella. It doesn't look as nice with Zyphos. Part of it's because Zyphos is kind of like a, like a Spada. So, I don't know. If you gave her Aminoma though, one, the color scheme matches, but two, it looks nice. If we could get like a short blade, I think Kuki would look really good if we could ever get like a short sword, but they're all pretty much the same size. But if they ever made a shorter one-handed sword, and I get that that's like character scaling. If she was like Sayu, it would be smaller if she was a small model. But I think a short, maybe something like 2/3 the length of Aminoma would be a really cool looking weapon for her. I mean, not that the other like this looks fine as well, right? It looks kind of goofy. What really looks cool is when he does his burst, if you can get him like superimposed zoomed in, and you can see him draw the umbrella. That looks pretty cool. Although this looks pretty cool as well, because it's an actual sword. I think it's more Kuki has kind of like blunt. They almost look kind of blunt, just the way she swings. They're a lot like floatier. Kazuha's are a lot snappier. And his are a lot more like actually sword focused versus Kuki's. I think like the whole idea of like her just like whacking someone with an umbrella kind of fits better with the animations in my mind. I don't know. But normally I have them switched just because I think Kuki needs the ER more, and I think in her teams, the ER is more important. Especially since typically, and I don't ever really use both of them at the same time, but sometimes I'll use, and wow, look at her EM shoot up like that. Or her ER shoot up like that. Sometimes I will use her with Eula. And in that case, with Eula, Nahida, Xingqiu, Zyphos is really nice to have just because of the ER. Brings Eula's ER, I think, up to 144. Because we get 11 off of 133, which is really nice and convenient. It makes me feel a lot better about running Xingqiu on Hello Punky. You should be playing horror games. I know how scary this game would come on. The real scary part's gonna be finding out what everyone was talking about. Wait, did I not claim the... Oh, I haven't claimed my rewards yet. What people were talking... The scary part, based on what I've heard on the subreddit, is gonna be the lack of Chlorinde doing literally anything in the story and being important or useful. Cool. Well, we've guaranteed at least 3 more runs of this. When did these guys respawn? Oh, already respawned. Nice. Let's just run the same team again. It worked last time. It should work this time. Did I even use Sarah's Burst? I honestly don't remember. I don't think I did. I'm not going to use it this time, because if I use it this time, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get my energy back. But... What? What do you mean? Oh, it's because I haven't left the area yet. They've respawned, but I haven't left the area. Okay. That's kind of annoying. You know, for a boss where you get to, like, choose which one you fight and then it activates the boss, I would have assumed that you could just activate it and not have to, like, leave and come back. The more annoying part is that there's not, like, a nice teleport waypoint over here. I mean, most of the bosses don't have nice waypoints, but it's just kind of annoying that the waypoint they do have isn't close to any of the 3 things that you would want to do. We've got the fountain, the opera house, and the boss, and the waypoint isn't nearby any of them. Meanwhile, we've got this thing right next to PMA. But then we've also got Geobishop, like, 50 miles away from anything, and the Geohypostacy being, like, across an ocean. Oh, I don't have Kazuha and Zyphos. RIP.
Committed to memory, sharing my knowledge.
Flash! Now you shall perish!
Cool. Wow. All of our energy. And... Ooh, we got 3. Okay, so we only have to do this one more time. In the meantime, let's put together a story party. Let's put together... what would be a good... Oh, I know what would be a good story party. This. And then... There's a story? There is a story. Where... On... Prologue, 3 chapters. Intermission. 3 more chapters. On like chapter 20 or something. Good luck on that one since they changed it. Changed what? Let's see. Who oh, this is this it? No. Wait. No, this one. There's somebody with an ER. Wait, how much ER do you have right now? You're an 83. You know what? You know what? Let's just go, like, all in. There we go. How much ER were you getting from this other one? So we gained 40 ER and we lost 26 HP. They changed the story. They changed the child boss fight a long time ago. It used to be really hard. And then they, like, nerfed him. 1, 2, 3, 6, intermission. 11, intermission. 13, 14. 20, 21, 22. I think it's funny that Mondstadt's the prologue. This was actually kind of this part of Act 1. I didn't know that. What was this? This was the... Yeah. Okay, that's what this was. This was, the thing, right? Was this We Will Be Reunited? Yeah, We Will Be Reunited. That's what I thought. What was the second one called? Oh, Echoing Depths. And then this was Carryburt, right? Yeah. I can only ever... We Will Be Reunited sounds like... I remember, this was just because it was the flagship event. It always sounds like it's one of their limited events. This sucked. Inazuma sucked so much. The first 2 were good, and then the back 2 were just not good. What was this? Was this the Jade Chamber? Okay. What was this? Oh, Perilous Trail was really good. What happens when they milk something? No, the Inazuma story quest, just like, one, it had 2 different writing teams. So there was a different writing team doing the end and the beginning. But also, it just sucked because they tried to compress what honestly should have been as long as the Sumeru story into Prologue Act 1, Act 3. It just is really bad. It's so bad. Like the Mondstadt one is okay, and the Liyue one is okay. The Sumeru one is pretty good. I thought the end was kind of contrived, but Inazuma is just so bad. It's just so bad. This whole part, it's so bad. You do this, there's all this build up, all this stuff, and it basically boils down to we won because of the power of friendship. Meanwhile, Sumeru was actually very interesting. Carryburt was poggers too. And I really liked Fontaine Act 1. But I think Sumeru Act 1 and 2 are my favorite overall. Anyway. Where am I? Actually, I should probably track this quest. Talk to Yves. Yvonne? Yves? Why is it telling me to go up this way? That's really funny. Oh, wait. Oh, never mind. Cutscene.
Yep, here's the room, and it's empty and waiting for us as promised. Navia is such a good person. Now that the serial disappearances case has been solved, no one's going to come after us for anything. Even without Silver standing guard, we can just completely relax. Why don't we stay and rest up here for a while? Even machines in Fontaine need to stop and recharge now and then.
We wanted to rest, couldn't we pick somewhere with a decent view? But it's free!
Oh, come on! This place isn't that bad. Besides, how often do we get to stay in an actual base?
Does Swordfish 2 not count as an actual base?
Oh, fine. Remember that detective story Paimon read before? Well, the author is about to release a new book, so Paimon wanted to buy it as soon as it came out and have a quiet place to read it.
Just don't spoil the ending for me this time.
Yippee! Then it's agreed. read. Come on, let's get some sleep. We'll need to be up first thing in the morning to get in line and buy a copy.
Spina de Rosula. Di Rosula. Spina di... I mean, I don't... Spina di Rosula sounds kind of weird.
It's also like...
I would have thought it would have been a de because of French.
Oh, it's actually pretty good. No? Paimon just spends a bit more time sleeping than you, that's all.
Excuse me, but do you know
The
if it's
auditor? Oh no.
time on our lodging here?
Huh? Who are you? Paimon doesn't recall seeing you before. Wait, you're not here to give us trouble, are you?
Team Rocket?
A blonde traveler and a chatty little fairy. Phew, looks like I found the place. Good thing I asked the Spina di Rosula. Seems they sent me the right way.
Hey, what do you mean by chatty? Paimon's always careful not to talk too much. Most of the time, anyway.
Oh, I did not hear that at all. I didn't hear this last line at all.
It's an honor to meet you both. I was sent from the Palais Mermonia. Monsieur Neuvillette wishes to see you. It seems he has something important to discuss in person.
She sounds like a reused voice.
Neuvillette? He wants to see us again already? Huh. We talked so much the last time we met. Has something happened since then?
I am not privy to the details. It would be best if you came to the Palais Mermonia and asked Monsieur
Yeah, she
Neuvillette
sounds
in
like somebody
person.
else.
If you say so, but Paimon has a bad feeling about this.
I just don't remember
Now that
who.
I've delivered the message, I'll take my leave.
She kind of sounds like Felicia Angel, but
We haven't left the room for a
I
few
don't think
days,
it's
so
her.
we'll head over once we've freshened up a bit.
A dog. A basset? No. I think it's just a nondescript dog. Legs are too long to be a basset. Well, maybe not. It doesn't look like a basset. The ears are kind of droopy, but they're not droopy enough to be a basset. It's just got a generic dog face. And eyes that stare into your soul. I think I'll keep these filters on. Where is Neuvillette? Oh, we're at the Opera House? Oh no, conveniently over here. Not your normal dog. Like Yogi Bear. Not your average bear. Have we been in here before? I don't think we have. Let's run around first. Also, I can't see anything because of my game filters. Completely invisible. I like them, but the second there isn't light, everything just immediately disappears. The second you go anywhere that has a tiny bit of shadow. Oh, that's funny. Oh, we must be able to go here normally because there's a world quest. I'm not going to talk to them right now. I've never been in here. Well, I think we were here last time for the quest. I just don't think I've ever been in here since then. What rooms? Okay. Why? What is something? Okay, whatever. Actually, do you have the right stuff? She does. Okay. Oh.
Neuvillette, we're here! Did you want to see us about something? Huh? Why were you just standing there? You daydreaming or thinking something over?
Yes, I did send someone to fetch you. But as for what I'd like to discuss next,
Is this
well, I still have
Neuvillette's
some reservations.
Ray Chase, right? Because Riosley's Zija, right?
trip here, you
I
should
can
get
just check in the
clothes. They'll be
archive
needed
later,
for
but I'm pretty
helping
sure it's Ray
something,
Chase.
right?
I do indeed have something I'd like to ask you to do. However, you should wait until after I tell you the details, then decide for yourselves whether you'd like to help or not. The situation is this. It has come to my attention that the Snezhnayan Harbinger known as the Knave wants a diplomatic meeting with you, correct? I heard that she was originally from Fontaine, but for her to suddenly arrive here and abruptly request such a meeting like this, I sincerely advise you to refuse her invitation outright. I'm sure you're aware that her purpose is most likely related to Child's recent
I
predicament.
think it's funny they even call him Child.
We convicted one of the Snezhnayan Harbingers in a court of law, but we have yet to provide any form of detailed report on the matter. This does indeed provide an opportunity for Snezhnaya to put pressure on us. I believe we should adopt an evasive stance until we can provide a proper explanation and have a preliminary plan on how to deal with the matter.
No, we shouldn't. I think we should agree to the meeting.
Oh?
Well, you see, we are the ones that owe an explanation. If we keep putting off the meeting, it could easily result in the problem escalating, right? It's like a fight between two friends. If they don't agree to see each other and talk in person, isn't it possible that the friendship could end entirely?
Though diplomatic relations between Fontaine and Snezhnaya could be considered as friendly, it is only superficially so. You wouldn't go so far as to say that our nations are friends, as you did in your example.
It was just an analogy. An analogy, okay?
Moreover, even if we were to talk in person, if we don't have sufficient information prepared, it is quite possible the result wouldn't be restored relations, but a complete falling out.
Is that her vision? Is that the fake vision that she has? I can't really tell because of her hair.
I don't think we should overthink those possibilities yet. Ahem. Even if the logic of the divine is not immediately apparent, its wisdom will only be
I mean, that could be it
revealed
too.
in
I don't know what the
time.
Fontaine visions look like. That could also be it. I just don't remember what they look like.
Besides, you'll be at the meeting. If
Okay,
any
these definitely
problems
aren't
do
them.
pop up, you'll have no problem navigating them.
I must clarify that interacting and communicating with people outside of court is not my cup of tea. It seems you think too much of me. But
He
more
reminds me of somebody. Like,
when
Nervillette's
did I
face
agree
reminds me
to
of
join
somebody.
your
I just don't
meeting?
remember who.
You mean you won't come? No, that won't do. I can't go to the meeting alone. You have to accompany me. I must take you with me.
Lady Farina, could there be something else regarding this matter that is being kept from me?
No, not at all. Look, I am the Hydro-Archon of Fontaine, Focalor, the god of justice who is loved and adored by many. So I only hope that justice will be served in this matter. Don't overthink it. I'll go find someone to arrange the meeting.
Oh, that's interesting.
Though it could officially be considered a diplomatic conference, I prefer to see our meeting today as an ordinary tea party.
I didn't know this was gonna happen. I guess it's all a
I
flashback.
assume you see it the same way, Miss Farina?
Dun 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 dun.
Lady Farina?
How many have we met so far? 11, 8. Wisdotor the 3rd, and then the 4th. What's in the Scaramouche? What was he, the 7th? I have no idea.
Oh, yes, that's right. Just like you said, a tea party. I should
Senora,
thank you for
Child,
providing the pastries. They look delightful.
Scaramouche, Dotor. Yeah, we've met 5 of them. So there's 6 left. Sandrone. Puccinella. Sandra and Puccinella. Il Capitano. Who are the other two? Hmm.
To make this tea
Well, they can't be that
party
important.
even more lively, I've invited someone else to join us today.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Monsieur Neuvillette. I was born in Fontaine, so naturally, there's no need to introduce the nation's revered Eudex to me.
Hello. The pleasure is also mine.
First, I would like to thank the two of you. I'm often away on business outside of Fontaine, and I'm told that the children of the House of the Hearth have been well taken care of by you. Oh, I'm not referring to when my children, Linny and Lynette, were falsely accused by you. Please don't misunderstand. The children of the House of the Hearth are often misunderstood, perhaps due to the reputation of the Fatui. There's no getting around that. All I meant to say is that Fontaine has been stable in recent years. The people are well off and the children lead happy, fulfilled lives. That is something truly worth cherishing, and no one wishes to disrupt such peace.
Now then, you have come regarding the matter of child, correct?
Well, yes. It appears the ever-busy Eudex Neuvillette doesn't wish to waste time with diplomatic pleasantries, and hopes that we can get straight to the point of our talk. Yes, as you surmised, understanding child's situation is indeed one of the goals of this trip. As we are both diplomats from Snezhnaya, as well as Fatui harbingers, Child and I have always been colleagues. Were anything to happen in Fontaine, each of us would serve as the other's attorney to resolve the issue. So now, in my capacity as his attorney, I request that Child be turned over to Snezhnaya. We have a responsibility to cooperate with Fontaine and resolve what has happened to him together.
The rules governing attorneys only apply before a trial has concluded. Since a verdict has already been rendered, we see the case as settled. I apologize for being unable to grant your request.
An outright refusal. Very well. I respect all the rules of Fontaine's courts, just as I respect you as Chief Justice. Okay, why don't we back up a step? You don't need to transfer Child to us. I only request to enter the fortress of Meripede to see Child and
so they do say
confirm his
Meripede.
condition.
Okay.
It's not like you couldn't even manage to fulfill a simple request like that. Right, Miss Farina?
About that.
The fortress of Meripede has always been completely autonomous. Even we have no authority to interfere there, and diplomatic issues do not suffice as an excuse. However, if you absolutely must confirm the situation of the Harbinger, I have a proposal.
The knave showed up already? Well, Linny did say that Father will be returning soon. We didn't even know that Linny was from the House of the Hearth at the time, so we kinda overlooked that information.
Yes, thank you for your kind advice. I'm well aware of the situation. I also noticed that Lady Farina acts a little odd and unnatural whenever I bring up matters related to the knave.
Could the knave be threatening Lady Farina or something?
If that were the case, then why wouldn't Lady Farina inform me? And what means could the knave possibly have to twist the arm of an Archon?
So maybe that's not very likely. Even though Farina can act a little weird at times, she's still an Archon.
In reality, this problem is even more thorny than it appears. According to reports from the fortress of Meripede, Child recently disappeared under mysterious circumstances. The details are still unclear. We cannot rule out an escape, but there have also been no reports of him outside of the fortress of Meripede. Special guards oversee the fortress, and its internal
Wonder
systems
what that
are
was.
extensive. Combined with the special characteristics of the surrounding terrain An escape should not be possible. I suspect that there's something else behind Child's disappearance. I was only willing to share this information with you because you are friends of Child, and it is my duty to see justice done.
So this is what you wanted to see us about before.
Yes. I would like you to go to the Fortress of Meropide and investigate Child's disappearance.
Oh.
This
An
was
investigation.
my proposal during our meeting with the Knave. Rather than allowing her to intervene, I offered to send someone to find out about Child's situation and report back to her in detail. The Knave did not seem satisfied by my proposal, but she still agreed to go along with it for the time being. Her words were, "We will talk more once we have that report."
So that means we bought ourselves some time.
Firstly, you're already acquainted with Child. Your eyes may discern relevant details there that others would miss. And secondly, is the consideration of the unique nature of the Fortress of Meropide.
Isn't it just Fontaine's prison?
I would not define it so crudely. The Fortress of Meropide is not affiliated with the court system of Fontaine on paper. It has always existed as an autonomous entity. Early in Fontaine's history, criminals were punished with exile, not imprisonment. Even today, sentences against convicted criminals still include exile, just as before. The Fortress of Meropide may seem like a prison, but it should in fact be regarded as a gathering place for exiles. All we do is dispatch guards to keep watch and help maintain security, but we have no right to get involved with any other matters.
It reminds me of that place in Steam Prison.
Although I do have a personal relationship with the administrator there, neither myself nor the courts have the right to be directly involved with the investigation, no matter how serious the grounds.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. That's why you need us to conduct our own investigation as a third party, right?
Correct. I will arrange false charges against you so that you may secretly investigate inside the fortress during your detention. This will save us a lot of unnecessary trouble.
Wow, just like Clone Wars, when Obi-Wan goes undercover.
So, are you two willing to accept my proposal?
Yeah, no matter how you look at it, it seems we're the best choice. Alright, we hereby accept this difficult task. Reluctantly.
You two have my sincere thanks. This matter is of critical importance to Fontaine's current situation. Also, I hope that both of you can keep this operation a secret. We will rendezvous at the Fortress of Meropide's entrance on Erinius once you've prepared yourselves. I will arrange for someone to take you inside.
Prepared ourselves? Is there something we need to prepare?
Perhaps you could enjoy a good meal and have a nice bath. I'm afraid that living conditions inside the fortress are nothing like those on the outside world.
Oh, right! Even though we'll be there on trumped-up charges, we'll be in prison for real. On second thought, is it too late to back out?
Too late, Paimon.
Please do not worry. Since you are sacrificing both your time and quality of life for the sake of delivering this report, you will be compensated according to the highest standards permitted to legal staff, regardless of the outcome.
Now that's more like it! Come on, Traveler, let's go eat the best meal we can find! We'll eat so much that we won't need to eat another meal for a whole month! Your treat!
Are you leaving now? In that case, please take this cake as a token of my personal gratitude.
A cake? Are we gonna get an actual cake? Where is it? Where is it? Where's my collectible cake? Where is it? Where's my collectible cake, huh? Huh? We got collectible wine. I mean, I'm sorry, top quality grape juice. And bamboo shoot soup. And onigiri. And pancakes. What happened? Where's our cake? Really convenient too that they actually like show the actual location even though we're inside a room and not just showing the quest marker as the exit for the current room that we're in. That's really convenient. What's not so convenient is that there really isn't something too close. I guess this works.
good. But as soon as Paimon remembered that we're about to go to prison, Paimon's stomach suddenly became completely empty. Now that Paimon thinks about it, we've always been super careful ever since we arrived in Fontaine, just to avoid breaking any strange laws here. But here we are, about to willingly send ourselves off to the Fortress of Meropide. Maybe this is what they call fate. Let's just try our best to investigate everything quickly once we get there. Paimon doesn't want to stay in prison too long.
Oh. Charlotte.
Oh, what is that I hear? Is it the taste of a breaking story?
Hey, you can't hear a taste. And what are you doing here, Charlotte?
Maybe she has synesthesia, but like for her tongue, right? Instead of like seeing colors, she hears flavors.
Oh, don't remind me. I invited an eyewitness.
Or would that be like
to
synesthesia for your
planning
ears?
to get some great material out of him, but he didn't even show up. Calm down, calm down. This is nothing new. As a journalist, you should be used to this by now. As long as you can score some juicy tidbits from the traveler, you might still be able to recover the cost of the meal.
You know we can still hear you, Charlotte.
Never mind. It's nothing. I just heard you mention the Fortress of Meropide. You didn't commit a crime, did you? Please tell me all about it.
No way! We would never! We're just going there to... Oh no, Paimon almost forgot that Neuvillette told us to keep it a secret!
We're going to serve our sentence and redeem ourselves for spoiling the ending of a detective novel in public.
You're being arrested for that?
It was a really good one, Charlotte. You don't understand.
Oh. But now that I think about it, I suppose that's not completely unreasonable. That's pretty despicable. Almost as offensive as committing theft.
You mean Paimon really did something that serious? Sorry, Paimon really messed up.
Well, in that case, it's nothing particularly newsworthy after all. Oh, how disappointing. Oh, right. There's still a chance. Since you're going to be at the Fortress of Meropide, would you be willing to help me gather some material for a story?
About that, Paimon doesn't think we'll have any time.
Oh, it's nothing difficult. All you have to do is think of a way to get some time face-to-face with the warden of the fortress. He was awarded the honorary title of Duke in Fontaine. Sounds really cool, huh? Only those who have made significant contributions to the nation have been conferred this title. It's incredibly rare.
Bruce Bolton? No, it'd be like Ramsay, right? The Warden of the North?
On top of that, the Fortress of Meropide has never been under the jurisdiction of the courts. Practically nobody, including journalists like me, knows anything about the person in charge there. Oh, if I could write an exclusive article about him, I bet it would sell a boatload of papers.
You make it sound easy, but it really depends.
Of course, I wouldn't ask you to do it for free, so this meal is on me.
Alright, you got a deal. We'll do anything you want.
Then it's settled. The food should be here any second, right? Huh? Wait, just how much did you order?
Oh, Paimon's so full. Well, guess we have nothing to regret now, so let's get going. Wait. Paimon just said something really ominous, didn't she?
I had no idea you could eat so much. That didn't go according to plan. Please, please, don't forget about the material for my news article.
Rip. The entrance. Oh. Oh, we can teleport to the opera? No, it's just gonna teleport me over here, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. I wonder, can you still hear the screaming from the fountain? Is that still a thing?
Time to go.
Maybe it's only at night. What's that? Oh, a music disc. I'll leave that for now. Actually, they have numbers on them, so it doesn't really matter. I can always mark it later. So here's the opera house. But the entrance is at the back of the opera house? Oh. Oh, this looks really cool. Oh, that's not as deep as I thought it was. Doesn't look nearly as cool. It looked a lot cooler before I realized it wasn't that deep. Oh, Hydroculus. Sorry, Neverlet. Hydroculus comes first. Oh, wait. There we go. Can I mantle over this? Nope. Bruh. Oh. Guess this works. There we go. I'm gonna move up and also move my mic while I'm at it.
Time to go.
There we go.
Alright, Neverlet, we're ready. Is this where the entrance is?
You have come, just as promised. Yes, this is the one and only entrance to the fortress of Meripede from Irenaeus. Careful. You may want to step back a bit.
This reminds me of the thing from Standing on a Million Lives.
Whoa! So you have to go down from here? Is the prison underwater?
Utilizing both the barrier of the water as well as the fear humans have of the depths, the fortress of Meripede is naturally the perfect place to confine and guard criminals. But do not worry. It is not nearly as frightening inside as you may think. You will see for yourselves once you are down there.
Paimon hopes you're right. Don't know about you, but just thinking about being at the bottom of the sea like that gives Paimon the heebie-jeebies.
Oh, and there's one more thing. I mentioned that I have had personal dealings with the administrator of the fortress, Writhsley. He's a very shrewd fellow.
Yeah, we heard about him too. He's that Duke, right?
Correct. He is the highest-ranking manager of the underwater prison. Even though you are going there to investigate at my behest, it would behoove you to avoid any confrontation with him or any of his subordinates. The Duke rarely ever leaves the fortress of Meripede, but that does not mean he is not privy to all that is happening inside and outside the fortress. He is quiet, but not unaware, so please bear that in mind. All right, that's about all the time that we have to talk privately. I'm counting on you two.
Don't worry, we won't let you down.
Good. Madeline!
I'm here, Monsieur Nervalet. These two are the newest convicts, I presume? Don't worry, they won't escape on my watch.
Like we would try.
Please follow me, you two. I'll process your paperwork for entering the fortress of Meripede.
Oh, whoa, wait. Current quest. Continuing the current quest may cause parts of the following quest to become occupied. Progress cannot be made on occupied quests. Let me check what that is. It's one of these, right? Unfinished comedy? Wait, what? What is it saying? I don't even think do I even have that quest active? I don't think I do. Weird that it's... I guess I'll just continue.
Follow the wind.
So can we just run down, or can we just... Oh, it's not very... It's an elevator. Okay, well, that's less exciting than I thought.
Are we already underwater now? Huh. So this is what it feels like to be a criminal in Fontaine.
You two seem to be taking this pretty well. It's rare to see convicts in such a good mood.
Please let me zoom out the camera.
Time to go.
Thank you, game. Do I regret having the filters on? Yes, I really do.
Time to go.
Nope.
Oh, it's you, Madeline. Why'd they make you make the trip down here today?
Monsieur Nervalet personally requested I escort these two convicts. I suppose he was concerned others might not be up to the task.
Well, now.
No.
Aren't you the lucky one? Must be nice to be on good terms with the big shots like the Chief Justice. The only people I get to see every day are the new inmates.
Well, have you tried service with a smile? Who knows, it might help your professional reputation.
Yeah, right. As if. Every criminal comes through here looking miserable. How can I smile with such a toxic work environment? And even if I did smile at them, the convicts would probably just think that I'm some freak getting some kind of twisted enjoyment from their pain.
Oh, she's got a point.
Well, I've finished transferring you. You two will register here, and Marette will guide you through the remaining procedures.
Yep, I'll take it from here. You head on back to that bright and sunny world above. Okay, let me see. You are the Traveler and Paimon, correct?
That would be us!
Let me confirm your charges and sentence. Let's see. You two are charged with eating a cake specially prepared for the Archon by a Snezhnayan envoy without the Archon's permission, thereby incapacitating the political center of Fontaine for a brief period. Sentence: 45 days?
Huh? Wait, you mean the cake that Nervalet gave us was...
Just looking at the charges, it seems you two are capable of causing some serious trouble. And considering how fond Lady Furina is of sweets, this crime is tantamount to trying to assassinate the Hydro Archon herself. Now I've seen everything. Anyway, we still need to finish processing you before you can enter the Fortress of Meripede. Please stand in front of the board over there. I'll take your mug shots with my camera.
Oh, all right. But be sure to catch Paimon's good side.
The real question is, are they gonna do the Barbie thing? Oh, what was that animation?
And we're done. Thank you for your cooperation. Next, someone will be along to guide you inside the fortress. Please be sure to cherish this opportunity for rebirth.
gonna be here for 45 days.
You two are the new inmates, right? Follow me.
Oh, okay. Paimon is Paimon and this is the Traveler.
Save it. Not like I'll remember your names. Move it.
Boat.
So, are you one of the guards here? Is there anything we should be careful of while we're here? Did Paimon already ask something she wasn't supposed to?
Why should I tell you anything? What's in it for me? This is exactly why I can't stand you fish. I wouldn't even be doing this if it weren't for the credit coupons.
Credit coupons?
Alright, seeing as you're not the annoying kind that's getting dragged in here crying and blubbering, I guess I can tell you a few things. But next time, it'll cost you some coupons. Mora means nothing here. Here, we use credit coupons. Coupons can get you almost anything in the Fortress of Meripede. Desires? Fulfilled. You want power? No problem. Coupons can even change fate itself.
So, credit coupons are a currency that can only be used here?
It's not as simple as that. Like Moret said, everyone gets a chance at rebirth. No matter how much money or power you had before, it means nothing once you set foot inside the Fortress of Meripede. You have to start over and earn your coupons. Everyone starts from the same place, and you have a chance at a new, less terrible life. I guess that's the real purpose of the coupons. They symbolize true fairness and true justice. And this is also exactly why so many criminals choose not to return to the outside world, even after they've served their sentence.
Oh, so that's what the Fortress of Meripede is like. Huh. Paimon was under the impression that it'd be more like a prison.
It certainly ain't all sunshine and roses here, but it's also not the worst place to be. You'd better take a good look at the scenery now. It'll be the last chance you get for a while. After being away from the sunlight for so long, even the terrifying depths of the sea start to feel like home. It just stops feeling oppressive, you know? Oh, I'm actually an inmate like you two. Welcoming newcomers is a job I've picked up to earn some extra coupons.
Why aren't you answering us again?
I've told you enough for free. Any more info is gonna cost you.
So all you care about is Mora! Wait, no. Coupons?
Almost there. It's down through here. Your turn to give it a try.
Oh, a waypoint. Oh. Wait. Oh, it's automatically unlocked. Okay. What if I don't want to ride the lift, though? Can I just take this boat out? Oh. No? That's unfortunate.
Time to go.
I wonder if I saw this when I was swimming around. Probably. I wonder if you could see somebody on the other side, like if you were in co-op.
even deeper now? Just how deep down are we?
It's like a metaphor for your previous life, isn't it?
Our lives weren't that bad.
The camera is slowly rotating, I've noticed.
So this is the actual entrance to the Fortress of Meribed? Huh. It looks like there are other new arrivals, too. Oh, they sure don't look happy. Maybe we look too relaxed for fresh convicts. Oh, right. We're on someone else's territory now. We need to think of a good way to act like criminals to get by. If we're discovered, even Neuvillette might not be able to rescue us. Hey! Don't scare Paimon! Oh, Paimon's not ready for all this!
Look, I don't really know you, and I have no idea what kind of crime you committed, but... You wouldn't have happened to anger someone important, did you?
Someone important? Paimon doesn't think so. Wait, why are you suddenly trying to talk to us now?
Now's not the time to worry about that. Anyway, it's over there, so... You just go on over there by yourselves. I've done my job, so... Good luck.
What was that all about? Wait a second. Are there usually so many Gardermechs around here? They're already onto us?
Prisoners numbers 7459 and 7560. Welcome. Oh, no need to be anxious. These Gardermechs aren't here to attack you. In fact, they're here as your honor guard. When I heard that you were friends of Monsieur Neuvillette, I had the Gardermechs come and wait in formation.
Wait, you know about our connection with Neuvillette?
The seafloor isn't as cut off from the world as you might imagine. However, I'm afraid that I know nothing more than that you are friends of the Judex. And as you can see, committing a crime means being sentenced here, even if you're friends with the Chief Justice. Quite fair.
The Duke!
Hello, Rodo.
Greetings, Your Grace. Lovely weather today, isn't it?
Oh, greetings, my good fellow. Well, I'm willing to imagine that the weather is as good outside the sea as you say it is. How great it would have been if only the Fortress of Meribed had been built on the coast, huh? It would have been so convenient to enjoy a nice chat in the sunshine.
My profuse apologies. I just got so nervous when I saw you,
So this is the Duke. He sure looks a lot younger than Paimon imagined.
The Traveler and Paimon, correct? Mr. Deacon here was responsible for your welcome. I trust you were satisfied with his guidance?
Do we get an actual choice here? Oh, we do.
Outstanding. Well, Deacon, I recall we discussed fate during our last work meeting,
Don't worry,
I
Deacon.
believe that fate will reward all those who take
He's an
every
NPC,
aspect of
bro.
work and life seriously. When you return to your bunk, you'll find the guards have issued some extra credit coupons to you.
Remember, Deacon, I bailed you out. I did you a solid, my guy.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Your Grace. Oh,
He did him dirty.
I can't believe you gave me such praise. If you need anything in the future, anything, please, come find me anytime. No credit coupons necessary.
There it is. See? See?
Well,
We did him a
I believe
solid.
That concludes the introductions.
We could have
Taking
roasted
our
him,
time here.
but
Deacon, if you would.
we made him look good in front of the boss.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll take my leave now.
Please, follow me. To make you feel more welcome, I'll show you around the various facilities of the Fortress of Meribed. I hope it'll help you adjust.
How do you pronounce this guy's name? Risley. Some people call him Risley, because it's funny.
Going to personally give us a cure? Huh.
Risley.
Paimon can't figure out what this guy
Ain't no
thinks
way.
at all.
Yeah, Risley. That's how they're pronouncing it.
No wonder Charlotte's so interested in him. He's one of those mysterious types.
This reminds me of Arkham City. The filters right now. Can't see anything. The black screen. Risley? Risley. Who are you? I can't see you. You blend into the background too well. That's better. She kind of looks like someone who'd be in Star Wars. She looks like some generic, like, soldier of the Empire. So does he. Are they guards? Where's the O go in the pronunciation? I don't know. Just for the atmosphere, I don't know, I kind of want to keep using this filter because I think it looks really cool. But at the same time, I can't see anything. It's pitch black. Let's see if I crank up my brightness. That's a little better. A tiny bit better. I could crank up my brightness in game. The problem being, if I, like, this is a great time to, like, show it. I could crank up the brightness a ton, like, in game. The problem is, if I make it bright enough to be able to see clearly, like, in the dark, like here, then, like, everything that's actually lit up is super washed out. So maybe, like, here. Because, like, now I can still, like, see her. But it's also not, like, too bright. I mean, we'll see once we're, like, actually outside again. And it suddenly becomes a lot brighter. What's in here? Fortress. Welfare meals. Duke's office. Okay. So these must be... Yeah, these are inside the fortress. It's kind of realistic to not be able to see in the dark. Yeah, but... For context... I've made it extra dark. I've made it darker than it should be. Because it's normally... This is what it looks like with the filters on. It's supposed to look like this. It's not supposed to be that dark. It's supposed to be fairly well lit up. But... I might just stick with these ones. It still makes things dark. But it doesn't make things too dark.
Time to go.
Although it does make all of the colors annoyingly vibrant. So maybe we'll just stick with this and I'll crank up the brightness.
There's no need to be so reserved. The label of criminal is nothing but one of many identities. And being criminally inclined here at the fortress is
It's
just
like here,
one
and I
of
can't
many
see
ways
it.
to survive.
Is it really okay for the warden to think like that? We're real criminals, you know. What if we're too difficult to handle?
Yeah, we've defeated not one, not three, but two Fatui Harbingers. Well,
maybe you'll be able to
I guess
carve
it's
out a name
three.
and a
We
place
beat
for
Child, we
yourselves in
beat
this
Senora,
unfriendly
and we
world.
beat Scaramouche. Although Scaramouche wasn't a Harbinger when we beat him. Who cares?
But before you go in swinging, please remember that in the Fortress of Meripede, it's better to not cause trouble for yourself or for the guards. Now, we've arrived at a very important place, the Coupon Cafeteria. You can come here and claim one welfare meal each day.
Welfare meal? You mean it doesn't cost anything?
That's right. Criminals are essential to Fortress operations, so we must guarantee that they at least have the basic means to survive.
But that's not how it was. Back in the day, it cost your reward coupons just to get a cup of water.
Coupon. He said coupon. Everyone else has said coupon. He said coupon.
For fish like you who just arrived with nothing, you'd have to go to work hungry until you earned enough coupons to eat.
Coupon.
It was only after His Grace became the administrator that we got the free meal rule.
A bit little. But that's one free meal. You can get your other two meals, you just gotta pay.
Now everyone gets a square meal every day, even no-good slackers who've never picked up a wrench in their whole lives. Nobody starves to death here.
Maybe it's a big meal. Maybe they carbo load.
In the Fortress of Meripede, credit coupons are the only currency, and everything must be purchased. In some sense, you could say using the coupons is a form of trade.
I don't think in normal prisons you have to pay for meals. No, not really. Most of the time you're guaranteed at least 2 meals, if not 3. It's a work camp, pretty much. I mean, they did say it's not technically a prison. People call it a prison, but technically it's not a prison. A lot of the people here stay here even after they finish their sentences. It's like a little, like, independent thing. How are things going? Hello, Magna. They're going pretty good. I finally got around to doing the Archon quest. We've been sent to jail for eating a cake in order to investigate what's going on inside this totally not jail prison.
But trade is always conducted by people. So if we want trade here to prosper, we need everyone to work hard and live their lives.
I don't like his hair. I don't like his hair. It looks like he has cat ears. Not jail prison sounds lovely. Some hypnosis level brainwashing prison. They'd be like, why go back out into the world when you can just stay here and use our company script coupons? Or as the guy said, coupon.
If nobody could even afford a meal, then the whole fortress would be up in arms. And that would only make things more difficult for me.
It's like the wall in Game of Thrones, I guess. Except the difference is they can leave. You can't leave the wall.
So, rather than saying
company work camp?
everyone a free meal,
In a way, I guess, right? He is the company. This guy's like the CEO, right? He's the boss.
The living conditions in the Fortress of Meripede.
Rain code, is it good in your opinion? It's okay. I like I've only done 2 of the mysteries, the first 2, so I haven't gotten that far into it. It's very similar to Danganronpa, but I think I chose normal for both. Actually, never mind, there's no difficulty. You can't, everyone chooses like normal, like, just the standard difficulty. There's no hard difficulty like in Danganronpa. And the 2 cases I've done, the first one, the prologue and chapter 1, were okay. They weren't, like, amazing, but they weren't bad. They're pretty average. I'd say the investigation, like, minigames are pretty cool. It's a lot of running around. She was not just any girl, she was a fairy. The first one was kind of funky. I really liked the prologue case. It had what I really liked about some of the Danganronpa cases, where it was very clever. It felt a little contrived, but I also like the Funhouse mystery in DR2, and I think that's one of the most contrived cases in the entirety of Danganronpa. The second one kind of annoyed me in the sense that it kind of railroads you into, like, specific ideas or, like, logic proceedings that I wasn't the biggest fan of. But he's staring so uncomfortably. But I think so far it's been enjoyable. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty okay. It's pretty okay. I'd give it a very solid average. Thanks for the commentary. Yeah, it's not as good as Danganronpa, I would say. It kind of feels like Baby's first, like, Spike Chunsoft game, like Baby's first Danganronpa. 5 out of 10. I haven't played long enough, but Yeah, maybe I thought I saw a review that said 6.3. 8 out of 10 for Drone Umbrella. The Drone Umbrella is pretty good. It's got a 7 out of 10 on GameSpot. 95% of Google users liked it. Not having finished the game, only having played the prologue and the first chapter, I'd say probably like a 6.5 right now, but it could get really crazy later on. If I were to rate Danganronpa 1 off of just the first two cases, I probably also wouldn't give it a good score. But we'll see. It might get really good later. Just right now, it kind of feels like I'm not really invested in the characters, but I do kind of see the potential for there being a really big like mystery thing. I'm really sus of like everything that's going on right now. I think the overall mission that we're working towards of investigating Amaterasu Corporation is super suspect, and I'm waiting for a twist. Usually the endings are the most surprising of all. Yeah, like the names are a 3 to 10 though. My God. You don't like what were their names? You don't like Xanax Eraser and Solid Snake and Coco Head and Desahiko Thunderbolt. Danganronpa is generally strong on characters. Oh, and Fubuki Clockwork or whatever. I don't like the characters that much so far. But I also haven't looked at any of the like Bond episode like character interaction things, and like I said, I've only done the prologue in the first chapter, so
Your Grace's reasoning is correct, but what I said is also true.
who is the guy who's always lying beneath something? Oh yeah, the emo dude who always wanted to read books. Let me find it. Let me pull up the cast list. Vivia Twilight. Yeah. They have some real funny names. Fubuki Clockford, Desahiko Thunderbolt, Vivia Twilight, Hollower Nightmare, Aphex Logan, Zilch Alexander, Poochie Lavman, Melanie Goldmine, Zange Eraser, Swank Katsunel. They got some funny names.
Whatever the case, hard work is rewarded.
And of course, Yuma
You'd be
Coco
hard
Head.
pressed to find anywhere else as fair and reasonable.
There's also a pretty funny part in the English localization where Shinigami says, "Don't call me Shinigami, call me Shinigami." She's like, "Don't call me a death god, call me Shinigami," and I'm just like, isn't that the same? Isn't that the same thing?
Oh, wait, no. We should have dropped our guard so quickly. But it seems the inmates...
There's probably like an honorific or something attached to it in the original Japanese that just doesn't translate well. But I thought it was really funny that she's like, "Don't call me a death god, call me Shinigami."
Let's continue this way.
I remember there was a joke where it was phonetically almost the same. Oh yeah, Shinigami is calling Hallara Hell-Ara. That's what it was. Instead of Hallara, Shinigami called Hallara Hell-Ara.
Time to go.
The Pancration Ring. What a name. The Pancration Ring. Is that like the pain station in Germany? The Pain Station. The most painful version of Pong you've ever played in your life. I'll be leaving, have fun. Yep. Glad I could
This place is known
provide
as
some
the
reviews.
Pancration.
Pancration.
Sometimes we have criminals who have more energy than they know what to do with.
Oh, it's a giant hamster
Work alone
wheel.
isn't enough of an outlet for them.
It's a giant hamster
Instead of
wheel.
leaving them to their own devices, we've provided them with this dedicated venue. This way, nobody will get involved.
Please be a hamster wheel. But no, that's not German, unfortunately.
Pancration matches? And you can earn extra coupons?
Let me pull up the article
Oh,
about
what
the
do you
pain
think,
station.
Traveler? Interested?
Is it still, do they still have it? Can you still go to it? The pain station. Yeah. It's Pong, but you get penalized for like missing. If your opponent scores on you, the pain station. It's Pong, but if your opponent scores on you, it's got like things that either like zap you or like whip your hand or like shoot hot air at you.
But
It's
I
wild.
must warn you that your sentence will be extended if you fail to restrain yourself and end up seriously injuring or killing your opponent.
Seems you know me too well. Oh, it's just a dueling. Oh, I thought it was gonna be funny, like a giant hamster wheel they could run around in.
So, did you set this place up too?
No, actually. I just granted approval for the organizer to use this area to build the ring, and I collect a portion of the proceeds in return. Of course, the fees are also quite useful.
Oh. Do you mind if we ask what they're used for?
Sure. Ensuring personal safety, maintaining the arena, and resolving any conflicts that arise. Why? Are you interested in how to manage a pancration ring?
Oh, no. Paimon was just wondering if that's how you paid for everyone's welfare meals.
No, he's just independently wealthy.
A reasonable guess. I see you have a talent for entrepreneurship.
Oh, you hear that? Paimon has a talent! So we could start a business here?
Sure.
That is something you can discuss between yourselves later. Let's move on for now.
We can start a food review business. We can give out the Genshin version of Michelin stars. Going up. You know, this kind of reminds me of BioShock. Do I have a BioShock looking character? I don't think I do. I don't think I have a single character that looks like they'd be in BioShock. Well, I mean, I could put Fischl in her Imran Nocturite thing, but... Ooh. D-Luke would look pretty good down here. So would Child, but I think it'd be really weird if we had him running around while he's, like, currently missing. Ooh, Zhongli.
There are leaves around, and I know just the tune to accompany them, if you wish to hear it.
Time to go.
Your Grace. Good morning. I mean, good afternoon. No, wait, what time is it again?
It's 11:59:59.
What time indeed? Time waits for no one, so it's best to keep an eye on it.
My apologies, Your Grace.
Jeez. That guy's so nervous he almost forgot to breathe.
Sorry. Forgive my manners.
These are the dormitories, which is where inmates sleep. The guards will inform you where your bunk is later. In the Fortress of Maripede, criminals usually spend most of their time in either the production zone or the sleeping areas.
Twice to be tortured.
The production zone? What does it produce? Is that where we'll be working?
Not necessarily. Though working in the production zone is the most reliable way to earn.
You gotta do the thing that the guy did, where he blinked Morse code.
Wow. Wait, you're the manager of this place, and you're just telling us to our faces that it's okay to skip work?
The fact that the Fortress of Maripede has continued operating completely autonomously is proof enough that most people are willing to work honestly and earn a stable income. As for what we produce,
Ooh, I think I cut him
mechanical
off too soon
clockwork
there.
machines seen all
That
over
sounded kind of
Fontaine
weird.
originate from our workshop. Therefore, the Fortress of Meripede is not only a place where criminals serve their sentences, but also a giant machine factory. There's no need for me to get into specifics about the production process now. You'll experience it all firsthand when you report for work tomorrow. Let's move on. The tour continues over this way.
Oh. What's he doing here? Lenny?
You really scared me there. I didn't expect to see you here, Your Grace. I thought maybe I was so tired from work that I was starting to see things.
Don't worry, unlike everybody else in here, we're actually here on behalf of the government.
The only thing you
We're
should see is the
undercover.
work in front of you. Stay
It's like
focused
undercover
and keep up
boss.
the pace. Oh, is something the matter?
I know him.
It's nothing. Paimon's just worried about how hard we'll have to work tomorrow.
What are you doing here, Lenny? What are you doing? Where did he go?
Time to go.
So where is this waypoint? Ah, I've hit my pop filter with my headphones. Huh. Well, I'm sure we'll get to it eventually. First, let's look for secrets. Like this. A remarkable chest. Maybe it's here. No, it's not. Convenient path of stars in the ground? Yeah, isn't it wonderful? It's like real life Google Maps. Oh. Oh, it's the girl from the trailer.
Your Grace? What are you doing in the infirmary at a time like this? Oh no, you didn't injure yourself, did you?
She reminds me of Tico from Grand Blue.
Not yet, unfortunately for you. But thank you for your concern, Siegeween.
Siegeween?
Then you must be here for those two.
She kind of sounds like Nahida.
Allow me to introduce you. This is the infirmary, and Siegeween here is the Fortress of Meripede's head nurse.
Hello, new faces. They call me the head nurse, but I actually handle all the nurse-related work all by myself down here.
Since you seem to have some rare downtime with no patients, perhaps you could find the time to join us for dinner?
Oh, then these two must be some important convicts. Sure, I'll join the welcome party.
Thank you. Your presence will be the pièce de résistance for today's tour.
Oh, so the tour part is over now?
I believe I've already covered the primary aspects of life here in the fortress. As for your work, there'll be someone else to guide you through the details. Is there anything else?
Yeah, giving us like a key card that lets us go everywhere we want.
I seldom conduct tours, so why don't you just ask if you have any questions?
Where's the child?
Well, this is our first time here.
Where is he?
Paimon's not sure what to ask.
Where'd he go?
Then let's head back to the coupon cafeteria. Maybe a meal will help you think up some questions.
You should at least try to be excited. Our free meals are actually pretty good here.
I hope it doesn't teleport me over there. I really hope it makes me walk over there. Fortress Francs or whatever, right? Be like, hey, can I start like a line of credit? Can you give me like a debit card or something? Or like, well, not a debit. Can you give me a credit card or something?
Time to go.
You know, like maybe I can sign up for like some insurance or something beforehand. Okay, since we have to go down somewhere anyway, I'm gonna try and figure out where this waypoint is. I'm gonna try and figure out where exactly it is. Is it inside? Oh, I don't think I can get to it. That's unfortunate. And now I've ruined my plan. So it's on the zone lower level. Okay, so it's even further down. Further. Okay. I was gonna do a really funny thing where I just glided over and then just dropped out of the sky, but now I have to run over like a normal person. The Fortress Union, yeah.
What do you think of the food? Does it meet your expectations?
You're like, do you have any questions? Yeah, how long do you think it would take to get a promotion? Do we get raises every year? Like, end of the year checkup? Like, can I negotiate for some better working hours? Do we have rollover vacation days? Like, if I don't take my vacation day, like all of them, do they roll over to the next year? Is it only some of them? Like, is there a cap on that? Or how does that work? How's the 401k looking? You provide a pension as well? I'm also looking to see if I can contribute to a Roth IRA. You know, I'm really thinking long term here, Risley, you know?
Wow, it looks delicious! Neverlet made it sound like living conditions in the Fortress of Meripede wasn't very good. Who would have guessed that criminals get to eat tasty food like this every day?
The main thing is that it's free.
Oh, isn't that the meal box that only super lucky people manage to draw? Seems like you two are quite
It
fortunate.
looks like anything but delicious. It looks like stereotypical like English food. All bread. No seasoning, no spices. Just butter, bread, potatoes, and some
It
vegetables.
actually has nothing to do with luck in this case. I had a word with Walsey, so you didn't have to draw lots like everyone else.
Thanks, Risley.
Oh, you mean the meals are random? Yes, what you get to eat depends completely on your luck. You could say that it's a...
The hardest spice the English know is salt.
Walsey likes to play here in
Not
the
wrong.
cafeteria. Paimon knew it! If criminals got to eat tasty food like this every meal, the crime rate in Fontaine would skyrocket for sure.
I think that's a really interesting part about like English food, especially when you consider like the historical thing of like spice and like the trade routes and like Europe and like England and being like a real like center point in like European culture and everything like that.
He seems healthy no matter how you look at him, but he works so hard all the time, so it must be really tiring.
Sounds like he hasn't changed a bit. Looks like you can stop worrying so much, Sijuin.
Oh, that's good. But I still feel like it's been too long since I've heard any news about him.
No news is good news. Maybe next time I've got something to discuss with him, I can invite you to accompany us.
But isn't the Fortress of Meripede independent from Fontaine's court system? What do you two have to discuss?
From this angle, it looks like Paimon's box has a bunch of turnovers or like croissants or something, and then like some really weird focaccia.
Well, we provide all kinds of mechanical products for official use, and some essential goods have to be obtained from the overworld, so we naturally have to stay in touch about this.
There's a whole prison storyline. Well, what happened last time is Tartaglia was like falsely imprisoned. He was falsely charged and sent to the Fortress of Meripede. And then Arlecchino showed up and was like, "Hey yo, where's my homeboy Tartaglia? I heard you put him in jail." And then she was like, I'm his attorney. Better call Saul." And then Nervalet was like, "You're too late. We've already convicted him." And then he was like, "Traveler, what actually happened is that we sent him to this totally not prison, but then he like disappeared and we don't know where he is, so we need you to investigate."
Monsieur Nervalet's character is unimpeachable. No matter the question, you can discuss it openly and freely with him. Talking with him feels quite effortless. In light of that, I am quite willing to go out of my way to show respect and accommodate him.
Yeah, but this...
In fact, right now, I'm treating you two as guests invited by Monsieur Nervalet.
She's got a vision. I wonder how many other vision holders are in here. That's an interesting one. We really don't have any NPCs that are vision holders. They're pretty much all playable characters, or future playable characters.
You're very welcome. Well,
We've met
your new life
former vision holders. And there's Rana, who got a vision at the end of her quest. But can we talk to them still?
Now that I've gotten a good look at you two, I think you're very cute. After all, heavy is the head that wears the cutesy crown.
How do you spell
I guess I
cutesy?
just want to say, just take care of yourself and don't get hurt.
Your dad's the cold Duke of the North? Wow.
Are you finished eating? Then I recommend that you return to the dormitories and rest. You have work to do tomorrow.
Does your dad usually wear a lot of studded jackets and chains? Like a weird biker guy?
Perhaps you were
He's got such a weird character design. Does your dad style his hair so it looks like he has cat ears? No, he would. He would if he could. They're really going for like the Kingdom Hearts kind of character design on this man. Zippers and chains everywhere. They took one look at him and they said, you know what this man really needs? He needs some more zippers and chains. You know what? That's actually how I feel about Diluc. You look at his skin, his Red Dead of Night skin. Where is he? They looked at this man and they said, they saw this guy, right? They took his original design, right? He looks like Captain Morgan. And then they said, you know what he needs?
Well then.
He needs like a leg strap and just tons of chains. Just like tons of chains and like belt straps just everywhere. Because why not? Just everywhere. Chains. I can't use that for the rest. It really could be my dad. They really are just like, we just got to get this man more buckles and more chains. He looks like a lector. He looks like a pyro lector.
Wherever in this world I roam.
I've changed my mind. We're gonna use a D-Loop team to explore now. I think he fits in better. I think he visually fits in better with the other people here, so we're gonna use him instead. You know what? Let's bring Xingqiu because I don't have a healer.
Swiftly.
And I have to make sure that you have the right gear. That still doesn't... Aha! Here we go. That looks better. Why does he have a Hydro bonus? Wait, why does he have Hydro bonus? What? Huh. Okay, well, this works. Those are a lot of characters. Is there something that lets me count? Let's see. 5, 9, 13, 17, 20, 25, 30, 33, 37, 41, 46, 51, 55, 56, 57? Did I count that right? I think I counted that right. There are a lot. Are there any 4 stars I don't have? There are, aren't there? Yeah, Fermine. Albedo, like... Well, actually, no, he just had a rerun back in, like, 3.1. Or they just did the count manually. Albedo just had a rerun. Hu Tao has a rerun right now. And Neuvillette's being run right now. Dia's on standard banner. Wanderer just had a rerun. Ito hasn't had a rerun in a while. Klee just had a rerun. I don't think Xiao's had one for a while. Shenhe, I think, had one recently. Ayato's, I think, has been in a little bit. Alhaitham just had his first banner not that long ago, and so did Baiju. Yeah, Neuvillette and Hu Tao.
Of action has its risks. Be careful.
Actually, since I'm using Red Dead of Dawn, I can change his weapon. I might as well just change his weapon. I'm gonna forget to change it back later, and it's gonna ruin everything, but... Yeah, that works. Normally, when I'm using his normal skin, I don't like using Redhorn because his normal skin, his flame like infusion thing, has like jets that stick out the side. But Chow, this thing's the song.
Listen up. As new inmates, the only thing you need
Chow,
to worry about is what to do when
evil
you
incarnate. Is that
Don't
what he
make
says?
any
No, that's
extra trouble
Shenhe.
for yourself.
Fielding.
Your bunks are right over there. Follow me.
Oh, he's a guard. You can tell because he's got like a little like bobby. What's it called? Bobby stick. Bobby stick? Yeah.
So this is where we'll be sleeping from now on. Oh, Paimon can't believe this. The days of staying home and reading detective stories are like a dream now. By the way, Traveler, we saw a lot of things worth investigating just now.
Like what?
Even though the Duke didn't say it too directly, judging from what he said at the end, it seems that he was only welcoming because we know Neuvillette.
I mean, he is kind of like the boss of a Nada prison. I can't imagine he's too chummy with the inmates.
We are criminals, and Paimon did eat that cake, but we're actually here to help Neuvillette.
I like how Paimon, hopefully she brings this up right afterwards. We also like have not mentioned the fact at all that Neuvillette was like, if you can, do not interact with Wriothesley in any case. Like, just avoid him at all costs. And the first thing we do, we go around, he shows us around, and then we go eat dinner.
Is it possible that he knows we're here on a mission? Or is Paimon overthinking things?
He probably knows more than he's letting on.
Yeah, Paimon thinks so too. He probably knew why we came here from the very beginning and
It's midnight, gonna go to sleep. Good night, Redo.
Maybe something like,
It's not about winning, it's about sending a message.
on you, so don't try anything funny.
Is that her Wriothesley impression? But we're already here.
Yeah, you're right. It's not like we can go back to Neuvillette empty-handed and say, the dude looks scary, so we gave up.
I mean, we totally could do that. I just don't think he'd be too happy.
And besides, the Duke said that he was willing to go out of his way to show respect for Neuvillette, right? So, we at least need to try. But Paimon hasn't gotten a clue where we should start our investigation. You mean...
Linny. Yeah.
That's what Paimon was thinking too. Paimon almost spilled the beans when we ran into him. Fortunately, based on his attitude, it looks like the Duke sees Linny as just another inmate. We worked so hard to help clear Linny and Lynette's names, and yet we turn around and bam! He's in prison anyway!
He's probably here. I mean, there's the off chance that Arlecchino put him up to it, right? Like, isn't that the most likely thing?
Oh, right! Linny and Lynette are from the House of the Hearth. They work for the Knave, so they could be here to investigate too! Huh? Oh, it's a card! Paimon didn't notice it earlier!
It's a Grim Malkin hat.
It looks like a magician's prop. Lenny must have left it here. He's in prison and still doing his little tricks, huh? Let Paimon have a look.
It's probably like a hologram recorded message.
It was nice to bump into you again. Let's catch up in the production zone tomorrow. What in the world? It's written like he's greeting a buddy on the street. Paimon thought he'd write something important. If you say so, we can ask him what's going on tomorrow. Let's get some rest now.
No yawn, really? Just a stretch? Oh, that was a really funny snap animation. You're up early, Paimon.
Well, it's Paimon's first day as a prisoner. Last night, Paimon dreamed about getting interrogated by the guards until Paimon told them everything, and then Paimon woke up.
You told them everything?
Hey, come on! It's just a dream, okay? Paimon wouldn't really squeal. Maybe?
Hey, lazy bones. What are you still doing here? If you don't want to starve, then get yourselves over to the production zone.
I really like his voice. Hey, lazy bones, what are you still doing here?
Sorry, we're going right away.
My name's Fielding. Such a good voice. Such a good voice. Listen up, inmates. We're going over to the production zone to talk to Grainville. Oh, I'm totally gonna, like, drown if I keep doing this. I'm totally gonna fall out of the air and have no stamina. I'm actually astonished while we're on this topic. We're not on the topic, but I thought I'd bring it up. I'm still upset I don't have Wolf's Gravestone. I'm very upset that every time I get weapons, like 5-star weapons, standard weapons, gotten 2 Skyward Blades, 2 Lost Prayers, and 2 Jade Wing Spears. Every time. Every time. Like, no Skyward Spine, which is good. No Skyward Pride, no Atlas, no Harp. No Wolf's Gravestone, no Amos, no Aquila Pavonia. I've only gotten Skyward Blade, Jadewing Spear, and Lost Prayers. I think it's really funny. I think it's really funny. 2 swords, 4 catalysts, 4 spears, 1 bow, and 1 greatsword. Is that all the weapon types? Bow, catalyst, spear, yeah. If I was gonna get another dupe, I'd take another dupe of Skyward Blade just so I could level 1 up. I want to keep one unascended just because of how it looks. But I would prefer getting a Wolf's Gravestone, or possibly, if at all possible. Well, no, I really just want a Wolf's Gravestone. I mean, a Skyward Pride might be cool, I guess, for the ER on Eula. Would let me run some different artifacts. But I really just want a Wolf's Gravestone for Diluc. I mean, I'd have to give him, like, an actual crit ratio, but... Although, out of all the weapons, I think Skyward Spine? I think, Serpent Spine looks really good on him. It reminds me of, I think it's a dude from Chivalry of a Failed Knight. I honestly don't remember because I hate Chivalry of a Failed Knight. It was such a, like, I just did not enjoy watching it. The first 2 episodes were okay, but then, like, as it went on, it got, like, it felt like they were rushing things. And I don't think it was a good adaptation. But I'm pretty sure there was a dude who had a bone sword. And it, Diluc with the bone sword kind of reminds me of that.
We just arrived yesterday and...
Don't interrupt me when I'm speaking.
Yes, sir.
Listen carefully to my instructions. I don't want any mishaps. Every machine here is worth more than the both of you. Working around these machines can be very dangerous. Do your job well, and you can eat in the cafeteria after your shift. Get sloppy, and you dine in the infirmary. Anyway, the Fortress of Merope doesn't want to lose a single one of its machines. And it also doesn't want to waste the production potential of any inmate. You got that?
Got it.
Your job is to use the machine over there to process widgets. Watch carefully, and make sure you step on the pedal at the right time. If the machine gets jammed, then give it a little maintenance with your fist. Here, take this. Bring me the processed widgets, and I'll give you some credit coupons in exchange.
It's just going to be like a simulator. You must place the unprocessed parts. Start rotating and to attack. When the base part glows, jump to complete the modeling process once. Interesting. Okay, I thought about actually... I thought about having Traveler in the party with the Kutching team, but we'll do it with Diluc. Yeah.
Once the widget is hot enough to glow, jump to step on the pedal. So if the machine gets jammed, you just need to attack it to fix the problem.
This is pretty fun.
Okay, you got this. Great.
2 more times?
This one is tolerable. Though, since the processing is done by machine, the product is all pretty much the same anyway. Alright, I'll pass you for now. and we'll count up how many credit coupons you've earned.
Or did I do 3 there? I don't know.
Paimon's exhausted. We're done now, right? Oh, that foreman. He's so scary that Paimon couldn't even speak. Ugh. Even though Paimon's starving and wants to head straight to the coupon cafeteria, we still need to meet Lenny first, right? He probably just finished up his work, too. He should be around here somewhere.
Yeah, we did get the wait. This is the perfect time to get this. I'm gonna take the long way route, or like go through the middle if I can, because I want to get this. I think I'm gonna have to take the long way. Well, actually, nice. I want to get this waypoint before, since we're here already. I want to get this waypoint before we potentially leave.
Lenny? Mr. Magician? Where are you? Oh, this had better not be some disappearing act. He doesn't seem to be around here. Let's try looking somewhere else.
I guess we'll go up then. I mean, if the keep looking for Lenny thing starts getting... Okay, no, the number's going down. I was gonna say, if the number starts going up, I don't know why I went the wrong way. I might as well run around as Toma, right? I mean, D-Luke kind of looks like he'd be here, but Toma looks like Guy Fieri, so it's funnier.
Did he decide to slack off and sleep the day away?
Oh, I think I just fell down a hole. Hopefully I don't end up at the bottom of the hole. Okay, no, that was just a weird shadow.
Hey, over here.
Oh, you scared Paimon! How did you appear out of nowhere like that?
Oh, you scare so easily now? Is there something worrying you these days?
Oh, you little... The only thing we're worried about was trying to find you.
Sorry. Come over here and keep it down.
Oh, Lynette! You're here too! You two really are inseparable.
That's right. My brother simply can't stand to be away from me.
It's not just Lynette. Fremine is also here. Do you still remember him?
Oh, you mean that diver from the House of the Hearth, right? Pyro remembers seeing him in the Court of Fontaine before. Now hurry up and tell us, how did you end up as criminals this time? We fought so hard at court to prove you were innocent, but now it looks like our incredible court battle was for nothing!
Sadly, even the teeniest of things can land you in prison these days. I put together a street performance and used the popularity we gained from the Opera House incident to attract a big crowd.
And then?
Next, I invited several audience members to participate in the show. And then, with the entire audience watching, their wallet suddenly disappeared.
My brother was charged with theft, and I was charged as his accomplice, having assisted him in his crime.
It really isn't that bad. The missing wallets are all in the leftmost drawer of the Maison Gardiennage's big filing cabinet. We just need to see how long it takes to discover them.
Yep, we should be released then.
In terms of the magic trick itself, I think the performance went perfectly.
Leave it to Lenny to magic himself into prison.
Indeed. Last time I hid my identity from you, I promised that I'd tell you absolutely everything if you were angry about it. No more secrets. So I don't plan on keeping anything from you this time either. At the moment, the House of the Hearth's interests don't conflict with yours at all. We were instructed by the father of our house, the Knave, to come here and conduct an investigation.
Told you so! See? Paimon guessed right.
As for what we're investigating, perhaps you haven't heard, but the fortress of Meropide hides a secret. Some even say that the entire fortress exists just to protect it. The House of the Hearth has been investigating this for a very long time, trying to uncover its mysteries. But recently, all of our informants, including the ones that had infiltrated the guards, suddenly vanished and have not been heard from since. We believe that this is a direct provocation, and it's the reason why we came here. Father has somehow managed to confirm that Focalors does not have Fontaine's Gnosis.
Huh? How did she manage to learn information that important?
Father has her ways. Many of them are beyond our imagination, and we've never had the chance to see her at work. But we trust her conclusions.
It was this information that led us to suspect that Fontaine's Gnosis might be in the fortress of Meripede and is related to that secret.
So it's all about the Gnosis again.
Well, that's about it from our side. How about you two? Did Monsieur Nervulette send you here?
Bingo! The Neva's been applying a lot of pressure. She wants to know what happened to Child, so we came here to investigate. Traveler, are we allowed to tell them?
You don't need to worry too much about that. She's just asking for a report on Master Child's predicament as a means of pressuring you. Father used the situation as a pretext to negotiate with two high-ranking officials in the court of Fontaine. She actually just wants to be able to make concessions on this matter for gains elsewhere, almost like a bargaining chip.
Sometimes you need an excuse to do things you otherwise couldn't. And a harbinger is more valuable than you might imagine.
Of course, it's not a complete farce. If we do manage to find out what happened to Master Child too, then diplomatic relations with Fontaine could improve, and Snezhnaya might even be able to adjust its stance a bit.
Is it just Paimon, or does it feel like we're the only ones who actually care about Child's situation? The relationship between the Harbingers must be as bad as ever.
I wouldn't go that far. Father just has different standards than we do when it comes to what can be sacrificed for an advantage. By the way, I have a suggestion. Why don't we team up? Even though we have different objectives, we're both here to investigate the fortress of Meripede. It would be more efficient for us to work together. As you know, the House of the Hearth has many reasons to seek the Gnosis, but our highest priority remains resolving the prophesized crisis. You can trust us on that.
See, I told you.
Is that so? Sure enough, it won't be easy to convince them to cooperate with us.
Lenny seems to be thinking pretty hard about something.
Of course he is. Lenny has been looking forward to a chance to reach an understanding with you ever since last we met. Or, I should say, we were really looking forward to teaming up with you this time.
Lynette, just tell them everything, why don't you?
It's okay to open up a little.
Very prudent of you, and consistent with your behavior since we first met. That's reasonable enough, and I agreed to cooperate on these terms as well. I was prepared for the worst, but you were actually more agreeable than I anticipated. All right then, there's no time to lose. I have some information to share, so listen carefully. Since Lynette and I arrived here, our investigation uncovered the fact that the Fortress of Meripede has a forbidden zone. Most people just clammed up and wouldn't talk, but after asking the right questions, we were able to confirm the existence of the forbidden zone from the guards. You should be aware of that while you're investigating.
A forbidden zone? Could that be where Child disappeared to? You're right, we'll definitely keep that in mind.
Good. That's the most suspicious thing about the fortress that we know of so far. We have a few other unanswered questions, and we'll be investigating those as quickly as we can. Anyway, I hope you find our information useful at least. Oh, look at the time. You two must be hungry. You should go to the coupon cafeteria and get something to eat. I'll use my cards to get in touch with you again in the future.
Oh, that's just what Paimon wanted to hear! Paimon's starving after all that work today. We can talk more about the investigation later. Let's go get some grub!
Okay, back down here. 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 Up. Wait, do we not have one on that second level? Is that this one? This one. This one? No, this one was down. Can we teleport to it? No. But we can teleport here. Excuse me.
Oh, he wasn't kidding. Today's meal is nowhere near as good as last time. Oh, who knows how long it'll be until we're lucky enough to get that super tasty meal again. Ah, forget about it then. We'll just deal with the regular food for the time being. Let's just get out of here as soon as possible. But life here doesn't seem all that bad. Other than the foreman being kinda mean and the work being pretty tiring.
You think so, mate? If I had a coupon for every fish who said that. Seems you fishies still haven't learned your lessons from your life up on the surface. If you take things at face value, then by the time you reach a dead end, you won't even know how you ended up on that road in the first place. I like your attitude. I can, let you in on a little something. Everyone's been telling you to just follow the rules and not cause any trouble for yourself. Am I right? But what they don't tell you is that the rules aren't exactly what they pretend to be. The rules for being a prisoner. The truth is, this place has a lot of hidden rules.
Huh? Hidden rules? What do you mean?
Not everyone knows about those rules, but whether you know them or not, once you break one, you might encounter something even worse than death.
Really? Oh, now you're really scaring poor Paimon. Don't joke around like that!
Why is this the same line? Have some advice for us, old timer?
Of course. And I'd say that just disappearing would be one of the better outcomes.
Oh, you mean that if there really are hidden rules, then Child's disappearance might have something to do with that? In that case, would you tell us some hidden rules? We definitely want to avoid breaking them.
Come on, mate. This is valuable information. The difference between life and death. Do you really think you can just ask and I would tell you?
Paimon understands, but we don't have many credit coupons yet.
Yeah, I know. Not like I'm going anywhere. Just come talk to me after you've saved enough. Moreover, you're new fish, freshly caught, and completely out of your element. What'd be the point in even telling you anything before you've gotten a handle on your new lives? Come and find me once you've been here longer. I'm usually around the Rag and Bone shop. Just call me V-Duck. Bye-bye now.
He left. Just like that. Huh. Do you think he's just trying to scare us into buying fake information from him? Yeah. It might be a good place to start in our investigation. Hidden rules, huh? But, like he said, we don't have any coupons and we're still not familiar with this place. Oh, there's nothing we can do about it now. Ah, we were so busy talking we almost forgot to eat. Even if it's not the best, it's probably better while it's warm. Come on, dig in before it gets cold.
Now which one's this one on? This floor, huh?
Paimon just confirmed with the guards that our shift is set for every morning, and we're free to do whatever we want all afternoon. But it seems like most of the other inmates choose to continue working through the afternoon to earn more credit coupons. Oh, and they also said that you can use coupons to skip work in the morning and free up your time. They weren't kidding. Credit coupons really can be used to do anything here. Paimon's so tired. And we'll need to wake up and go to work in the morning. Without any credit coupons, it's not like we can really do anything else. Nighty-night, Traveler. Paimon hopes we can keep making progress on our investigation tomorrow.
Oh. I just noticed the beds are comically large.
Are you awake, Traveler? What's wrong? You seem to have something on your mind. Did you dream about something last night? Is that even possible? Unless it wasn't an ordinary dream? Child's vision! So you had it with you this whole time? Maybe the vision connected Child's consciousness to yours. And our investigation has its first major breakthrough! Good thing you brought the vision with you here. So what did you see in the dream? Do you know where Child went? Huh. Okay. Well, hopefully it'll be a bit more helpful in the future. What's more important now is that it's the start of another new day as prisoners. Let's do our best to earn more credit coupons. What's the plan for today? Let's go! It's time to start working. If that guard Fielding catches us skulking about, he's sure to give us an earful.
Oh? There's like a bunch of
We're
achievement
too
sounds I
excited to
heard.
show up. Get your butts in gear and get to work. Time's a wasting. Good, here you go.
Okay, so before we do this, I actually want to look at something. I want to re-watch the cutscene from the last Archon quest. I just want to check something again. Oh wait, hold on. Wow, he was able to apply his Riptide thing in his delusion. Interesting. Okay. Okay. So he did. I was just making sure. I was pretty sure he had used his delusion there, and he did. That's interesting. He used his delusion to make the same kind of blades that he makes using his vision. And he also applied his Riptide mark too, except it was Electro. And he didn't try to use the Devouring Deep until the end.
I'm on speed. But after so many shifts, it seems we're really getting the hang of it now.
Hey there, fellow shift mates. I saw you finished your work, so I thought I'd come over and say hi.
Oh, hey there! We've seen you before. Your assigned workspace is really close, isn't it?
That's right. The name's Rowan. This past few days, I couldn't help but notice the new faces working nearby. I guess we were destined to meet. I've been working here for almost 15 years. Even the foreman, Grainville, always calls me Chief.
Whoa, you've been working here a long time, Chief.
If there's anything you'd like to know, just ask me. I know the work here in the production zone better than the back of my hand.
Alright, Chief. We'll be sure to come to you first.
Did you just ask about the rules? Pretty sharp for newcomers. You've already heard about the rules, huh? Who'd you hear it from? Alright. Seeing as I'm the one who came over here, you're already calling me Chief. I guess I can tell you a little. Truth is, you two keep working like this, you might be putting yourselves in danger.
Huh? Wait, there's even a rule about that? What would have happened if you never told us about this?
Well, it's usually not that easy to break one on accident. The conditions of the hidden rules are usually pretty specific. But once you do break one, bad things happen. If you work continuously in the production zone for 3 days, and if all you do besides eating and sleeping is just work, then something bad will happen during lunch on the 3rd day.
Huh? Like what? Oh, don't scare Paimon!
If I knew that, then I wouldn't be standing here talking to you, now would I?
You mean, even you have never tried working 3 days like that before?
There's actually a legend about this rule. They say that there was a worker who worked way harder than me. He was both efficient and eager on the job, and most other workers couldn't hold a candle to him. One time, he tried to test his limits and worked as long as he could. Then during lunch on the 3rd day, he disappeared into thin air, as if he'd evaporated. Later, some people went and asked some of his past friends about him, but they said, never heard of the guy.
What the? How could that happen?
Unfortunately, we were assigned different production zones. I never saw for myself what he looked like.
Wait, are you thinking that it was... Huh?
Oh? You... Listen, kid. This ain't the kind of thing you should be curious about. Let me tell you, you're better off forgetting about it and looking after yourself. Now I kind of regret ever telling you.
Yeah, I agree with Chief here. Do you really want to try? Alright, if you insist. Whoa! Isn't this the Super Lucky Meal? Looks like hard work really does get rewarded. Paimon's gonna take her time and savor every bite.
If this is gonna be like its own little segmented like exploration thing, like free roam, I'll be really excited.
What would you like to do this afternoon?
Let's go try this out.
Knowing child, he must have been there all the time.
What did I get a thing for? Oh, just operating the thing.
Lovely weather we're having. Will you join me for a walk?
Right? While working in shifts, apply for continuous working shifts with Granville. Oh. Interesting. I like this. I actually really like how they're doing. Wait, what was that? Okay. Guess like I held the escape key.
Oh, you must be the Traveler, huh? Sorry, mate, but competitors as strong as you are prohibited from participating. I don't make the rules, mind you, but I was given very specific instructions. Even convicts value their lives, don't they? I hope you can understand. But we have a game here that'll let you show off your strength, and you'll even earn some credit coupons in the process. What do you think? Interested?
And if we lose the game, will it cost us credit coupons?
Of course. That's the cruel reality facing every competitor in a place like the Pancration Ring. Okay, great. Let me walk you through the rules. The targets in front of you will pop up one after another. You'll need to hit the targets in the same order that they popped up. If you can complete a few rounds in a row with no mistakes, then you'll win credit coupons. But the second you mess up the order, you'll lose. Game over. The game costs 300 credit coupons to have it go. So, you up for it?
Sure.
Thanks for your patronage, mate. Now, let the game begin.
Targets will come up in order. When the targeting light turns blue in the order they came up. Okay. Let's use Kazuha.
Okay, do your best to hit the targets, just like Colin said.
Oh, you get 5 wrong hits, okay. I thought maybe they'd do one with all 4, but nope.
I'll be. They weren't exaggerating about how strong you are. Don't worry, I wouldn't dream of shortchanging you. Here's the credit coupons you won. Put them somewhere safe.
So what'd we get?
Aw, looks like we won't get a chance to sleep in as long as we're here. Let's get to bed early.
Well, we'll have to see how many we got.
Oh, Paimon doesn't want to
Oh,
get up.
we got... That's a...
Still feels completely exhausted from yesterday.
We got 700. So we got... It cost 300 and we got 400 for winning. Huh.
What do you have planned for us? Right, we just need...
I'm gonna... If some of this stuff is repeated, I'm just gonna skip it. I assume to some extent we'll go through this dialogue.
Decided to show up. Get your butts in gear and get to work. Time's a wasting. Oh? What's with suddenly wanting to work so hard? You need coupons that badly?
Sure. Let's just say we really want to test our limits. Nice! We did well today. Let's keep it up.
Okay. Cool. They're fast tracking this.
Ooh, Paimon's had it. Who knew that processing these widgets would be so tiring? That's it. Paimon doesn't even have the energy to talk anymore. Is it time to eat yet? Oh, Paimon's exhausted. It's just work, work, and more work. Paimon's little body can't handle this much longer. Wait a sec. Now that Paimon thinks about it, haven't we been working non-stop for 3 days now? And now it's lunchtime. Oh, Paimon feels a shiver going down her spine. What's going to happen? But it doesn't seem like anything's changed at all. And we made it to the coupon cafeteria safely. Are the so-called hidden rules only a rumor after all? Well, there's no use to just guessing all day. Paimon's stomach has been grumbling the whole time. Let's just eat already. Paimon wonders what we'll get today. Maybe we'll get the super lucky meal. Wait, what?
Aww.
What in the world is this? What's with Paimon's food? And yours is the same. Is this stuff meat? But it looks and feels so bizarre. What kind of chef would make food like this? What do you think is going on? Is this the bad thing that Rowan was talking about? No, stop right there. Paimon gets what you mean, just don't say it. Hey, isn't that Woolsey over there? He must have made the food, right? So let's just ask him about the food and be done with it. Hey, Woolsey, have a moment?
What is it? I'm about to go report the numbers for today's free meal, so you'd better make it quick.
It's about the meat in our meals. Look, does it seem normal to you?
The meat? Oh, that. Looks perfectly fine to me. Totally normal. You'd better hurry up and chow down.
How could this be fun? Hey, don't leave! You barely even looked at it! Hey! Ugh, what should we do now? Woolsey wouldn't even give us the time of day. Is he trying to hide something?
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, looks like we have no other choice. Paimon was positively famished a minute ago, but now she's lost her appetite. What would you like to do this afternoon? Yeah, Paimon felt like some of the people here were a little strange the moment she saw them.
Oh, hello. You two are the ones who were with His Grace.
No need to be so nervous.
Sorry, I couldn't help but think of His Grace once I saw you, and I... well, it's hard to say. Maybe I am. He's got a very overwhelming presence. It makes me feel like I'm just some insignificant little bug.
Wait, seriously?
Oh, I'm always indecisive, and I tend to make a mess of things. It's like a reflex. I just instantly start to tense up the moment I see a smart and capable person like His Grace. What? Please, don't say anything like that out loud. How could you possibly think something like that?
Where are the other? That's not what I went to hit.
This scenery is wonderful.
So one of them's down and the other one's up.
Anyone to become a one.
This floor, huh? Is that this one? Cool. And then the other one is on the bottom floor, I think. So... no, it's above us.
Time to go.
Hey, it's the Traveler and Paimon. No need to tease me, okay? I won't trip on the same step twice. Listen, I feel ashamed about last time. Thank you for praising me in front of His Grace. Here are the extra credit coupons he gave me. I'd like you to have them.
Huh? No, we couldn't take them. They're your reward after all.
But when I was welcoming you, I didn't do anything but give you the stink eye. Come on, I insist. These coupons are nothing compared to getting the attention of His Grace. I won't take no for an answer.
Okay.
Just like His Grace said, paying attention to every little detail is the key to prosperity. Maybe this is the true meaning of rebirth, not just earning credit coupons.
Well, is there anybody else that we can talk to?
Follow the wind.
Aha.
Siegewing? Aren't you supposed to be in the infirmary? What are you doing in the production zone? Hello, Traveler. Paimon? Everyone's usually busy around now, and we don't have any patients to look after in the infirmary. I thought I'd come here and enjoy the sight of everyone hard at work. Enjoy? What's there to enjoy here? It's really worth watching. I often stand here and observe everyone. Humans are just so interesting and adorable. I like to watch your expressions while you work. Are you talking about pets or people? Oh, I can see why you think that, but you shouldn't jump to conclusions. See, we Melazines are a different species, and we see the world very differently from humans. It's very easy for me to observe everyone's condition. All it takes is one look, and I can tell which workers are exhausted. Wait, Melazines can see that? Huh. That does sound useful for being a nurse. Yes, running around tending to everyone's health is very fulfilling. But I'd much prefer it if you're all happy and free from exhaustion and pain in the first place. Take care of your body, and make sure you eat well. Always rest when you're tired from work, and don't push yourself too hard. We'll definitely take care of ourselves. Thanks for the reminder.
Okay, this last one is above us. Is that also in this level? Aha.
Time to go.
Huh? Rowan? What are you doing here, Chief?
I was injured a bit just now. Nothing major, I think I just pulled something. Little mishaps like this are unavoidable at work, you know?
Huh. Paimon wouldn't have thought someone as experienced as the Chief would still get hurt on the job.
I just knew you would say that. This is pretty embarrassing. Where's Siegeween when you need her anyway? The one time I need to make a quick trip to the infirmary.
Oh, you mean she wasn't in the infirmary?
Yeah. The rumors say that there's never anybody in the infirmary in the half hour before lunch, and nobody knows where Siegeween gets off to.
Huh. That's actually really strange. Siegeween's always super dedicated to her work. Where else would she possibly go?
Forget it. I can take care of a small sprain like this on my own anyway. No need to trouble her.
Kind of a weird order, considering we already, like, know where she is.
Hey, look! There's something here! Looks like a research notebook. That suspicious guy peeking into the infirmary just now. Are they a fan of Siegeween? He must have dropped this. Let Paimon read it real quick. The Melazine perceive the world very differently from humans. There are significant deviations. As a result, their sense of aesthetics and beauty is also very different from that of humans. This must be taken into consideration when giving gifts. Ooh, this all sounds pretty serious. He sure did his homework. And as for the notebook, let's take it.
That's where we just came from.
Time to go.
Oh. Lynette.
Oh, wonderful. I was worried that you'd be busy trying to earn reward coupons all the time.
She
but
said
it seems
coupon
like
as
you haven't
well.
neglected your investigation work after all.
Paimon likes having more coupons, but no one wants to work all the time. Have you also been investigating the area, Lynette?
No, I was just slacking off, and you happened to catch me. My brother is still obsessed with anything remotely related to the Forbidden Zone. But knowing him, it won't be long before we get more leads. Oh, before I forget, this is for you.
Huh? Credit coupons? Why are you giving us these?
I've been here longer than you. Coupons aren't a resource in particularly short supply. What is in short supply are interesting people to talk with.
Aw, that's so nice of you, Lynette. We'll be sure to make good use of these coupons then. Thanks a bunch!
Wait, there's more places to look for clues? What did we get this time? Oh. What's this? Oh, is it because... Yeah. Lion counterpoints. Uh oh, it's just sleeping.
You wanna stop investigating and go rest?
Can I choose not to? Okay, no, I can't.
Okay, you should rest up. We'll be back at it tomorrow. So after working a few days straight, we got some strange meat in our lunch. What was that all about? Has our investigation turned up anything useful recently? Really? Then it looks like that part of the investigation has hit a dead end. Well, we'll keep searching for more clues tomorrow. Good night, Traveler.
That's another weird case where the dialogue didn't match up with the text.
Maybe we can make some progress in our investigation today. What do you have planned for us?
Choose to go to the pain creation ring in the afternoon. Okay. Let's go work in the production
After
center.
working here so long, we're really starting to get the hang of it. But doing the same thing all the time can get old pretty quickly. How are you holding up?
I'm fine.
Yeah, it's good to kick back and relax once in a while.
Okay. So before we do this... Well, cutscene, maybe not.
Oh, just a regular meal set. Guess Paimon shouldn't get her hopes up. What would you like to do this afternoon?
We got 400 for that. I mean, we might as well do those jobs every day, right? I mean, the other job was more work, supposedly, and gave us 500. This one was, like, hardly any work and gave us 400, so...
Knowing Child, he must have been there all the time.
Oh, back for another try? I hope you brought enough credit coupons this time. All right, then get ready to play.
Alright. I'll do this, and then hopefully we get to a stopping point.
Okay, do your best to hit the targets, just like Colin said.
Oops. Oh, come on. Hello?
Pick up.
Your strength really shouldn't be underestimated. Now I get why you're prohibited from participating in any official fights. Nobody who values their life would be willing to get in the ring with you. However, you two haven't tried betting on the outcome of a pancration match yet, have ya? Just go talk to Rusimov. Buy a ticket for whichever fighter you think will win. There's a big payout if the fighter you support comes out on top.
I wonder if this is rigged.
We don't know anything about the fighters. How can we possibly know who to support?
That's normal. Just watch a few matches and get a feel for the fighters. It won't be long before you can pick winners in your sleep.
He's got a point. Why don't we give it a try? If we have enough coupons, we could probably bet at random until we figure everything out.
Bet at random, huh? Well, how should I put it? It's not like you can't do that, but I'd advise you to give it some more thought first.
Huh? We shouldn't get too carried away. What's the problem?
What? Never even picked a boxer before, and you already know about the rules? You're not just strong fighters. Seems you're pretty perceptive, too. Might as well tell you about it, since you already know that much. Plus, I think you've got the potential to be one of my greatest customers. I think I can let you in a bit. Besides, I don't want to risk ever losing a customer like you.
Is it that serious?
Okay. The hidden rule here is, if you buy both boxers' tickets and support them both, something bad will happen the next morning.
So the rule is that we shouldn't pick both boxers in the same fight. But if anyone actually did that, wouldn't they be guaranteed to lose coupons? Who would do that anyway? And what do you mean by something bad will happen?
How would I know? Not like I'm stupid enough to do that. But I've heard a story about the rule. According to the rumor, there was a masked boxer who possessed incredible skill and power. None of his opponents even stood a chance against him. However, in the final match, the organizers told him to take off his mask. He refused and never showed up to the fight. And after that, he was never seen again. Some say he died, or that he was taken care of by the event's organizers. But everyone remembers that he was someone who cherished honor above all else. In his eyes, supporting both boxers in a match would dishonor the competition itself.
So you mean it's like a curse? He'll take vengeance on anyone who does that?
No, he was always wearing a mask, like he was intentionally trying to hide his identity. I don't even know anything about his past.
Traveler, do you think that boxer was... Huh? We will?
You're not serious, are you? Look, here I was just trying to be nice and warn you, yet here you are trying to break it on purpose?
Yeah, it sounds pretty scary to Paimon.
I like that these are the same every time.
Just be sure to protect Paimon, okay?
Betting on both fighters will set you back about 3,000 credit coupons. If you have enough,
This is
then
why I was
go ahead,
saving.
Give it a try. Just don't come running back to me if something happens.
We woke up so early.
I'm gonna skip that just because it's like filler stuff.
The dawn of a new day. What do you have planned for us?
Just gather the credits so we can go. Let's keep working.
After working here so but doing this...
Might as well. I mean, it's not like we lose anything, really. So I'd rather just keep collecting coupons.
Whoa! Isn't this the super lucky meal? Paimon's gonna take her time and savor what would you like to do this Maybe we'll be able to find some leads there.
Are you two here to buy tickets? Better be quick about it. Another match is about to start.
Who are the boxers in the next round?
We have the reigning champ, Le Grappler, versus a contender from the Eastern Prison Block, Demon Horde.
Are those their nicknames, or did they choose those names themselves? Either way, super weird.
Since you're new around here, I'll help you out and give you a little suggestion. Even though Le Grappler is the crowd favorite, Demon Horde is a first-class dark horse with incredible potential. Anyway, for this match, I recommend that you pick... Huh? For both fighters? I can tell you're new to this, but I didn't think you were completely clueless. Maybe you don't quite understand the rules, no? Let me try to explain again for you more clearly. You see...
Oh, no need. We're aware that we're going to lose coupons.
Alright then, if you're absolutely sure. Remember, no refunds once you buy the tickets.
How can... There's like, you can win a lot of coupons if you bet correctly. How is it set up to where if you buy both, you still lose coupons? It can't be that many then. It can't be that many. Like what? You get reimbursed the 1,500 plus like an extra 500?
Seems we had a productive day. Hope we can make even more progress tomorrow.
That doesn't seem like a lot. It really doesn't. They said lose too, so it's not like we even break even. Interesting.
Hey, Traveler. Paimon. Package here for you. The next time you buy something, go pick it up yourself. I'm not a delivery man, you know.
Huh? A package? For us? Did you buy something, Traveler? Paimon's not quite awake yet, so why don't you go take a look? Ah, right! Yesterday we broke the hidden rule and bought tickets for both boxers. Oh, maybe this package is the bad thing that Colin said would happen. Paimon suddenly feels wide awake. Wait, maybe let Paimon go hide somewhere first. Just call Paimon after you opened it. Hey, wait! Paimon's still here! Don't open it!
Don't worry, Paimon. I'm gonna succeed on my dexterity saving throw.
Huh? What is it? Are you okay? Let Paimon take a peek too.
It's Sobe Life Water. Akai pomegranate.
It's just a small bottle. But the color of the liquid inside looks so wrong. Oh. Alright, that's enough of that. No need to say it out loud. Paimon already knows what you're trying to say.
Wanna taste it?
No way! Get that stuff away from Paimon!
I'm the android sent by CyberLife.
Paimon thinks we shouldn't open the bottle until we figured out what's going on. Just trust Paimon on this one, okay? What do you have? Though it feels nice to slack off.
Time to go.
Okay. I know I said I was gonna stop, but I think I'm gonna keep going until... we can... until like something happens.
If there's no way to send it all out...
Who are you?
I'm not! Of course I'm not. Please, don't mistake me for a criminal. I'm a good, law-abiding citizen.
Then what are you doing here? You sure seem anxious about something.
I'm a promoter for Fontico, and I'm usually responsible for promoting our drink products. I thought I could complete my task here quickly and return to headquarters, but I've been here way longer than I anticipated.
Oh, a promoter from Fontico? So what kind of problem did you run into?
I'm so upset. It's all because of that Duke. After discussing the company's promotional plans with him, he told me outright that my project was worthless. However, in light of our long history of successful collaboration, I still tried to patiently explain the details. However, to my surprise, he just cut me off while I was speaking. Let me take a moment and recall his exact words.
I'm just gonna stop you there and say no. If anything, I'm saving you time. It seems you don't fully understand the value of credit coupons here, nor do you understand the value of your own products. The former is because you are from the overworld. That's understandable, and I don't blame you for that. But as for the latter, only someone monumentally stupid, so breathtakingly stupid, that they were completely ignorant of the value of credit coupons, despite living in the underworld, would ever possibly consider buying your drink. Let's just forget it.
Anyway, that's how he rejected my proposal and asked me to come up with another solution with the condition that it doesn't cause any trouble for him. Can you believe that guy?
Well, he is the head honcho here. Not much you can do about that. We met him too and could tell that he's the kind of guy that's hard to pin down.
Fine, fine. I know, I should just let it go. I'm on his turf after all. His house, his rules.
Okay. And then the other one is in the Pancration Ring? That's interesting. Maybe it's just a follow-up from yesterday since we bet on both fighters.
Hey, what are these papers scattered all over the ground? Are they registration forms or something? Maybe not. Every page has the Fontico symbol on it. Maybe it's some flyers from the company. Okay. But if someone catches us, they could accuse us of trying to steal the company's secrets, couldn't they?
But we're already criminals.
Oh, you're right. Guess there's nothing to worry about then. Let Paimon have a look here. Without assistance from the Fontaine Research Institute, development of the new product has been slow, and some researchers on the project have voiced concerns. We have no choice but to let the new product undergo the first phase of promotional trials without a designated name or packaging. We will adjust the direction of future development according to feedback. We have decided to only conduct closed, small-scale trials for the time being. Sure doesn't seem like anything unusual. The company is just trying to develop some new products besides Fanta. But it sounds like things aren't going well at all. Let's put these papers back where we found them and make it look like nobody went through them. Okay, good.
Oh. Oh. Just talking to him. Okay.
Hey, I heard you crazy fools really did it. You bought tickets to support both fighters, didn't ya? Well, did anything happen?
Well, the next day we received a mysterious package, but we still haven't made any sense of the contents.
So it is real. You didn't become cursed or anything like that, did ya? Are you both still okay? Wait. Are you sure that it's still you controlling your bodies right now?
Paimon's not sure. What do you think, Traveler? Is Paimon still Paimon? Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah, you two don't seem to have changed at all. But I wouldn't let your guard down just yet. Still, I didn't expect you would actually do it. You'd actually throw away coupons like that just to satisfy your curiosity?
Even if we bought tickets like everybody else, it's not like we could hope to earn any coupons. When it comes to things like this, it's always the organizer who makes the real profits.
Hey, just what are you trying to imply? The Pancration Ring is an honest business, and we really don't make much from selling tickets. We make so little that even the current tournaments can only be held thanks to funding from the producer of Fanta.
Oh, so it's the company that manufactures Fanta sponsoring the events? Paimon thought all of this was thanks to the Duke's support.
Let's just say it's a mutually beneficial arrangement. They reached out to us first, hoping to promote Fanta products in the Fortress of Meropide. Anyway, you try and take extra good care of yourselves these next few days, you hear?
Well, it's the afternoon, isn't it? Or is it? No, yeah. Actually, can I talk to you? Do I actually get something? I actually got something. I got an item. Nice. Use it to obtain a meal and a fortune slip. A fortune slip? Where are the rest of my fortune slips? Where are the rest of my slips? Do I not have them? Oh well. Can I get another one? Oh, that's no fun.
Huh. We ended up here without even thinking about it. Wanna grab something to eat? Alright. But remember that we bought this time with coupons, so let's make better use of it next time. What is this garbage? Ooh, it looks disgusting. Oh, Paimon misses your cooking now. What would you like to do this?
Let's investigate. Any more clues? Okay. Well, production zone. Because I don't have to do anything. It just happens. We get the same amount, pretty much, but...
A mysterious box? A bottle of crimson liquid? Paimon still doesn't know what to make of it. Do you have any ideas, Traveler?
Same thing?
Really? Well...
Okay. Nice.
Okay, so we've investigated 2 of the hidden rules. Paimon didn't think this prison would have so many weird things going on. We'd better pick up the pace with our investigation, otherwise we'll never get anywhere. Yeah, let's skip work for now.
Okay. Now, since we've done this, I think this is a good time to close out the stream. If I close out the stream, I just mean I'm gonna not do any more of the quests. Dodico's Bombtastic Adventure. Oh, I didn't see this before. Okay. But no, I'm just gonna do commissions now. Hello? There we go. Yeah, I'm just gonna do some commissions now. We're all good on... Well, we still have some resin. We can get that last boss for Lynette, and then I'll end the stream. Oh, right. All of these markers are gonna be these things. Oh, Quiho wood. What? That's not what I thought it was gonna be.
Let's light it. Chip on up.
Bam.
Let the magic begin. Teamwork is true.
Oops.
Step right up.
And then the last set over there. Oh. Guess I missed. Ooh. Interesting targeting.
And voila.
There we go. Now, the rest of these are all fairly close. I haven't gotten too many out in the new area, which is pretty fortunate. Been lucky enough not to get too many out there. Using Kokomi probably is more convenient than using Bennett for this stuff, but these guys, it doesn't really matter. Since I can hit the vapes.
Step right up.
There we go. Let's go for the one up here first. Oh. Lumidochi. And is this... Oh, I don't know where it is. It might be in a cave underground. Oh, it's this thing. I keep getting this one, and it's one of the most boring ones. It's to the point where I don't even do the thing that it wants me to do. Oh, the targets are on this side, huh? Okay, and then we'll glide on down for this next one. Oh, it's probably way up in... I mean, it could be way up in the sky. You just don't see it. Most of the time you can see it, unless it's really up there. That little basin looks pretty cool. Actually, since we're back out here, this actually doesn't look that bad. Like, it looks darker now, but it doesn't look that bad with the brightness. Oh, is it the... These ones are always funny because it's always like a fish pun, but they're crabs. Which I think is really funny. I actually am going to use Kokomi for this just because they have pyro shields. It's just annoying to deal with.
Stabilize.
Is it not? Oh, it's over here. Oh no, it's a diving one. No. And then let's just head back. And dolphin dive. Oh, I guess I wasn't deep enough to do that. Cool.
Add Astro. Thank you for Add Astro.
Alright. And now we just gotta go over here again. It's not as apparent in Fontaine. They did a pretty good job with it overall. Actually, you know what? Let's bring them. You know, a fun time using this team. But this makes it especially apparent. They, in my opinion, desperately need to rework how movement works in the overworld in this game. Like, it's okay. I mean, it's really annoying at the start, having, like, no stamina. It's the most annoying thing ever. Because it's all gated behind the statues. But we've reached the point where the world is so big that we really need, at like the very least in my opinion, need to have unlimited sprint. Like, I'm okay with not having unlimited climbing or something like that, but like unlimited out of combat sprint would make this game so much better. I mean, actually being able to mantle would be pretty cool too, but I'll take what I can get.
Dawn, break forth.
Supporting fire. Witness the power of Guwa. Know my soul.
Race to the wicked.
There we go. Cool. Now, no matter how many we get here, we'll be able to level up Lynette. Got 3, cool. But we only needed 2. Okay, so let's... I think it's weird that you can't teleport to the crafted thing, but it'll pull up a... Maybe because it doesn't know which one to go to, but it can pull up a thing to open up the book to track enemies. Cool. Let's level her up. Nice. The main thing was the Acquaint Fate. But now they're both 70-80. Cool. And nothing. We're not very far. I think I'm at like 20 pity or something. Kave. Yeah, 21. So now we're at 22 pity. I think I'm at 70 on the banner right now. I think I checked this last time, yesterday. Yeah. We're at 70, so I'm just gonna wait for the next banner. Or maybe the banner after that, I don't know. Okay. So the only last thing I have now is to use 30 more resin. I have 59 right now. Well... Anybody else I want to level up? I was trying to level up Goro. I was thinking about leveling him up. Because he's... but he got to 70-80, so... We're good there. The only other one would be Mika. Leveling him up. I guess we could go fight Sedek when it. I want to try using a different team though. I want to use the Yoimiya team. Let's see this.
Rain outlines your fate. Huh? I'm going in. Fire hazard.
Oh, didn't crit.
Solidify.
And then... When does he start shooting these things out? Does this count? No? Okay. I guess none of those hit.
Know my sword. Witness the power of Gurwa. Rain outlines your adventure time.
That's kind of interesting.
Let's light it up.
Oh, that hit. Huh. I can't believe her burst didn't hit any of those. We got 3 though. That's good for Mika. We only need 6 more. So if we're lucky, we can do it and I can ascend him in 2 more bosses. If we're unlucky, it'll take him 3. I don't think I'm close to anything in the battle pass either. Nope. Let me just teleport out of here and cancel this navigation. Guess I'm too close to cancel navigation. Let's just teleport over to Mondstadt. I'm still kind of... Wait, why isn't it letting me cancel this? That's weird. Hello? Why can't I cancel the navigation? Bro, it's stuck. Okay, that's such an oversight. It's such an over. He's respawning, so I can't cancel the ping. Why is that? Why is that the way that that is? Why is that the way that it is? Okay. Well, I guess we have to do this. That's really weird. That's a really weird, like, bug that I would not have expected. Mondstadt really, I feel like, is the place that these filters shine the best. Because the daytime, everything looks real clean. And then at nighttime, the light goes, like, the shadows look real nice. Because it makes everything look real warm. Not as warm as, like, this, which everything is just vibrant and blue. But it really makes, like, all the lights pop. Because everything's so muted, but then all the windows look nice and warm. As opposed to how it normally looks, which is very blue. And also the other thing that I always notice with these filters is how blurry normal Genshin is. If you look at the pavers here. Normal, and then the two filters. It's just really interesting how blurry and like fuzzy like just how blurry the details are normally. It's really interesting. But yeah, this looks pretty cool. And this is actually, I think Diluc would look cooler if he didn't have his Red Dead of Night on. But like, yeah. Let's see, can I go Dark Knight Hero somewhere?
Follow the wind.
No. I forgot to turn that off earlier, after the Zhongli tried to join earlier. But something like, oh. He does not want to stay on that. But something like this, right? Let me see if I can orient him to look down. There we go. He looks kind of goofy with how he's floating, but something like this. It's a real good one. Real good scene. Yeah, no, I think in my opinion, this one kind of gets some weird aliasing, and the normal one I think looks kind of funky, kind of blurry. It never looks like it's nighttime. But
I still have a lot to do at the guild. How about you take a rest?
This makes it really look like it's night. And it makes, I think in my opinion, it makes being able to see really far really cool. Because here everything kind of looks like lit up still, which is kind of funky. Like you can clearly see everything, but this kind of makes it so, oh, it's dark over there. Yeah, I think Mondstadt benefits the most. It also just like the style. I think it's the style of the buildings combined with the filters benefits from the most because it makes it look the most like
Guess we can rest a bit.
old fantasy kind of building, you know? Stuff like Plague Story or like Final Fantasy 16 or like Bloodborne and stuff like that. On the other hand, the downside about this is his flames look very different. And so Serpent Spine is definitely the weapon to use here if we want to go fight something. Trying to think of, there aren't a lot of things that refund a lot of energy.
Cleanse the corrupt souls of this world.
I am gonna grab these since I just spent those 100 to grab the card back last stream. See if I can get all of them. Yeah, okay, cool. Conveniently, there we go. I was gonna say, conveniently, these enemies can provide energy for us. But like, for example, if I do this, you can see, it's probably hard to see right now, but his sword's got flame jets. Wow. Who would have thought? We're just fine. It's such a hard boss. Good old Regisfine, back when everybody used to do nukes on Regisfine. The Luke looks really good in Serpent's Spine. Yeah, this kind of reminds me of Chivalry of a Failed Knight. Just his outfit and the bone sword. It pretty much locks him into a shielder, though. I choose to use Toma, personally. I like using Toma with Diluc. Yeah, I don't know why. I just really like using Toma and Diluc. Think it's because Diluc like auto attacks. So naturally, it makes him work well with Toma. Like, in terms of getting stacks in the shield really easily. Works with Hu Tao as well, but you're kind of normal charging. And obviously, it works great with Yoimiya. He also provides Pyro Resonance. You work. So, like, you're kind of like doing this with Hu Tao. So you're not always... I mean, there is a bit of a delay with Toma's shields, but... I don't know. I just like using normal attacking characters with them. Toma and Yoimiya is pretty nice too. Just because Pyro Resonance. What team did they give her again? Was it Layla? It was Layla. That's what I thought. Is this Favonius? It is Favonius. Come on. There we go. They give him Favonius? No, they give him Sack. It's just not triggering. RIP. Okay. Here we go. Nope. And then... Okay. Well, I still have her thing active. She has such a long thing for her, like her actual charge thing. I guess it depends on the enemies too. But Like, it's easier to do against the bigger enemies that she can't, like, fully dash through. Right? But I find it really hard to try, and maybe you can't, like, not dash through, like, the slimes and the smaller enemies unless you do a, charge cancel? Or a dash cancel? I don't know. You could probably also do a similar thing to, touching, where you go, like... Yeah, you could probably do something like that that's pretty sustainable. Yeah. Normal 4 into a charge attack. Yeah, that's pretty good. I don't think I'm gonna get healing. Oh, I did, actually. Right, it's a C1 that provides more swords, doesn't it? Yeah. What'd they give her? Oh, a not that great crit ratio. If I'm being honest. Her stats, her artifacts probably have garbage things. I wonder where they funnel some of her things. I mean, she's got death stats. Because she's only getting a 57, 181 ratio. And that's with a crit damage ascension? Or is it crit rate? I think it's crit rate. And a crit damage weapon. No, it has to be crit damage, because if she has 181 here, she gets 60 from here, that's 121. And she's getting 41 or 42 here, right? So that brings her down to 79. Oops, that's my hand on my mic. She has 50 base crit damage, so she has a crit damage ascension. There's the Homoglow. It's a really interesting thing for this. So she's got 1850. What would happen? What happens if I do this? Oh, she's still below half health. Rip. We just wait for rain swords to go. Okay, she's still below half. Okay, there we go. Okay, so she's getting 300. Plus Pyro Resonance. So. Anyway. Interesting, interesting. Oh, our friend is back. Crit damage ascension, huh? I don't think I have a polearm user with a crit damage ascension. I don't think I have any DPS polearm except for Raiden and Xiangling. And Raiden is ER. So... if I wanted to mess up all of Xiangling's artifacts real quick... what if I put her on Crimson Witch? I'd probably give her this. If I had 2 Tau, I'd probably give her this. And then I'd give her this. Well, I'll see the other. I don't think I have any. Yeah. Then I'd give her this. And then I guess I'd have to give her these. And then even with Staff of Scarlet Sand, she has no crit rate. Actually, she actually has no crit rate. She has 41.4. How much crit rate is she getting from her artifacts? 0. That's what I thought. Okay. But I would probably give her this. Yeah. Cool. So then I have no idea what her HP would be, but then just for existing should be at 60, like 200, which would be okay by my standards with 309 EM. It's partially due to the fact that I just have all these garbage rolls. I have the garbage rolls on these, where this has no crit and just rolled into HP. What a curse, Xiangling. Anyway, let's not do that. Let me go find D-Luke and just swap all these back. Changyan. It's wild how many characters use Emblem in this game. There we go. Even the characters that you wouldn't necessarily think about using Emblem, like Kale. I'm a fervent believer in Emblem Kale. 100%. I build crit on Kale. She doesn't have the highest attack or anything, but I'm a fervent believer in offensive, like sub DPS Kale and not like EM Kale. Or like Deepwood Kale. As someone who always runs Deepwood Nahida. But anyway, that'll be it for the stream. I don't think there'll be a stream tomorrow. But there might be. It depends. I might want to try and finish this, since we're now on to our next stage of the investigation, to find out what is happening with Child. I like that the dialogue repeated a bunch. That was pretty fun. The investigation was pretty cool. There wasn't quite as much agency as I was maybe hoping for, but I did like it that it was nice and concise. It was like, go here, go here, go here. The only thing that's a little annoying, and this will get better the more I explore there, is just like the different levels of Maripode or Maripede. And just how the teleport things, the levels aren't the most intuitive of like, what's on what level. I get that they have like the little blue icons that show you next to each depth thing to show you whether or not it's on the same depth. But the more it's more that there are just so many here that we don't have waypoints for. I'm sure we'll get them eventually. But yeah, seems pretty interesting. I am curious to see whether or not you can like see somebody in co-op on the other side of the screen.
Have you ever kept goldfish as pets? They're very cute.
I have not, Yoimiya. But that all being said, I'm gonna end the stream here as she does her Disney Channel thing. And there probably won't, like I said, there probably won't be a stream tomorrow, but if it is, I'm gonna try and finish this before I move on, just because we're kind of at a stopping point in all the games. Raincoat, it'll be the new chapter, so I don't really want to start that until next week maybe, so I can do a couple streams back to back. And we're on the new month in 3 houses, so that'll be fun as well. So since we're halfway through this, I might as well finish this. So if I do stream tomorrow, it'll most likely be Genshin, but don't count on it. Anyway, I don't think anyone else is live. No. Laura was playing Val earlier. But, with that being said, thank you all for watching. I will see you soon, and goodbye. The one downside to doing Genshin full screen when I stream is that I don't like playing in full screen. I've said before on my own time. Part of that's just because Genshin and Minecraft is like this too. But Genshin is the only game, Star Rail isn't like this, and not that I'm aware of, and Code Vein isn't like this, and Val isn't like, well, actually Val is like this. Some of the full screen games when I alt-tab, they disappear, they minimize, and that's really annoying. So I usually play Genshin in windowed mode to prevent that.